Hey everybody, this is Mark Drury with Drury Outdoors.
Hey all you deer hunters, this is Jimmy John.
This is Jared Mills.
Hey everybody, this is Caitlin Moss.
Hey guys, this is Jared Scheffler from Whitetail Adrenaline.
What's up guys, Josh Barks from Midwest Whitetail.
Hey, this is Nick Mutt from Bone Collector.
This is Chancey Walters.
Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter Podcast.
Working Class Bow Hunter Podcast.
WCB.
Working Class Bow Hunter. Working Class Bow Hunter. You're listening to the Working Class Bow Hunter. That's right, this is the podcast for Billy Joe Lunchbucket, the working man, just like me and you. My name's Travis T-Bone Turner from the Bone Collector. Thank you for tuning in.
Those people on that pod, those hosts are a little unhinged.
Working Class. Working Class.
Working Class Bow Hunter.
You're listening to my buddies on Working Class Bow Hunter.
Best motherfucking podcast on the planet.
Episode 713, and Jordan comes in all cocky talking at the end of the intro.
Coming in hot.
I can't hear the intro.
That's true. You know what?
I forgot I can't.
You know what? I stand my ground.
I didn't think about that.
That's a good point.
He should still know better.
Yeah. Have a sixth sense. I should have more more open mind to what other people are doing. Good to see you, Jordan.
Good to see
you. You do look good in that chain, though.
Nice.
It looks good. We'll talk about that chain here in a minute. It's episode 713. This is Kurt Geyer's voice.
Eric Hammond.
Doug Schmidt.
Austin Chandler.
Scott Sullivan.
Jordan Jepson.
To the heart and soul of middle of the map hunting camps, spring and fall now.
Yeah.
Who's a heart and who's a soul?
I'll be the heart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have went opposite.
Right. You're right.
Wow.
Mr. Andy and Rachel, Mr. and Mrs. Andy and Rachel Bushak, a.k.a. I called you a bitch on an episode and everybody got upset about it.
Yeah.
They're over it.
When I say bitch, I mean as a compliment.
I know that.
Right. Most people don't.
Yeah.
I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
Like I caught myself doing it. We were hanging out with some like the group of cool girls at like Ohio. I was like, yeah, this bitch right here. I'm like, oh, I mean with like as a compliment, like you're one of the boys.
That's acceptable.
So if you got offended, I'm not really that sorry, but I just thought I should clarify. That's what I mean by it. It's a term of endearment. Good to see you guys.
Great to see you.
How does it feel to be hunting in Illinois in the spring? We got a lot to break down. But
Better than I thought it would be, honestly. Like, I mean, we have turkeys too. You know what I mean? Turkeys aren't that differentiated like deer.
Yeah, they're Easterns.
You're really just coming here for a good time.
Yeah, fair. But you know what? I'm going to segue this. You had a really good time inside a Grizzly blind.
We did.
And we were a bad influence because Grizzly is a title partner of WCB. And I thought I would kind of ease into this because I hunted with Rachel and a Grizzly. And then Andy sat with the Grizzlies like, thanks to you, Kurt, I think we're getting one of these.
We did order one.
Yeah, did order
Confirmed.
Thank you.
One hunt each and you're ordering one.
Yep.
Yeah. We have a variety of other box blinds.
And we were in love with none of them.
Yeah. I mean, we went like the cheaper route to begin with just because we wanted a ton of them. But they all pretty much suck. Like, if you can't open a window without being noisy and stuff like, you know what
pointless.
I mean? Yeah.
The thing about a Grizzly is it feels solid. And when you get in, it's like, oh, this thing's nice. Yeah. Like the latches, the window, like it's all nice. Yeah.
The windows.
They've really thought about everything. Everything about that blind is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's the Cadillac. They're a little more expensive, but
I couldn't pick anything that I didn't like about it. Like any quality blind, there's like one thing, they should have made that window better. They should have done different
There's
shelving,
always a nitpick.
whatever.
Yeah.
I still couldn't find one thing that I didn't, or that I would have changed or anything like that on them. So,
well, it's Alpha Combo Hunting Blinds, what we're talking about. You can get it at grizzlycoolers.com. You can use our code on it, actually. What'd you guys order? What color?
Green.
Yep.
Lunar green, whitetail, and then they have stealth gray.
Yep, 3 different colors available.
I think they're all nice.
Yep.
The lunar green's pretty sick.
Yep.
That might be my top pick right now. But obviously Grizzly's got drinkware and all other stuff. And we're proud to be working with them. They're awesome. And we're also proud to be working with Big Time, getting some business done here. Code WCB 2025. We talking right now about Big Time. We need to be talking about 2 main things. Probably clover if you're going to put clover in.
Yep.
And borderline. Borderline goes in. We're going to start putting our borderline in early June, I think. Right? Isn't that about?
Yeah.
I always feel behind in turkey season, but
I just planted some of mine last week.
dang, you're ahead of schedule.
Clover?
Yeah. I got a spot where I
Clover
can't.
or borderline?
Both.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but I put the clover and the borderline at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just one of them spots where I can't get to with a tractor or anything. So I'm like, if I can get in there now.
With no crop, you're saying?
Yeah, when the crops are in, I can't get to it. So I put the borderline and the clover in at the same time.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Had the weather and the rain, so you might be.
But the Grizzly water trough out there with it. It could be a deadly combo back in there.
Yeah, Big Time and Grizzly really go together.
They do.
And
Like
Joe.
lamb and tuna fish.
Like lamb and tuna
That's right.
fish.
Yeah.
That's right. And I love that Joe and the Grizzly family have they've always been close, but they've gotten closer the last year. Like they're doing some collaboration. So it's kind of neat. Like it makes our job easiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like anytime our partners work together, like, fuck.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it'd be great if you guys work together. It just makes our job. We can cut corners. Like, see, like, we could really do 2 plugs on one, and and we love them both. But Huntworth Gear, huntworthgear.com, code WCB15 to save you some money. I love that everybody in here, especially, Rachel and Andy, you become, and Scotty and everybody else that comes closer, has become more a part of the WCB family. It's nice to see Andy killing turkeys with Vertec on.
Looks so good.
It did.
It's nice.
Felt great.
Been using a Chev lately with turkey season going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't see it coming.
Good job, Jordan. Even though Jordan doesn't have a Huntworth hat on, we'll talk about that later.
But Cartel gave it to me.
Okay.
And it's been lucky so far.
All right.
Well,
We'll talk to Nate
How
about
lucky.
that.
It's 1 for 1.
oh.
Okay. The young boy over here. Loophole Optics is also a partner. We're hitting them with the binos. We're hitting the turkeys with the rangefinders.
Hoping they get in close enough.
Hopefully it's close enough you don't even need the rangefinder. You know he's close
Hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be a problem if it wasn't. But Trophy Line, Novix tree stands, obviously out of season right now for them. I guess if you're saddle hunting turkeys, you're fucking doing it out there. You're trying to prove
Get it.
You're trying to
Jordan?
just prove a point for whatever. I don't know what point you're trying to prove. You're trying to tree stand spring turkeys. I mean,
Interesting point.
That's cocky.
could be effective. I mean, yeah, you're really not helping yourself on shot angles if you're bowing them. Shotgunning them from a tree should be pretty fucking funny.
1 foot off the ground with a big old pine
Hey,
tree in front of you.
You know what?
Can't get any better.
There's certain spots.
Just get in the roost tree and shoot up.
Oh boy.
Lean back in your saddle.
That's true. Yeah, I'm a mobile turkey hunter.
I never even thought about a saddle turkey hunting. Never even crossed my mind.
It shouldn't. It should
shouldn't.
cross your mind.
It's fucking pointless. I mean, you could do it. Honestly, I can think of one instance without being super specific on a spot I hunted where it would have worked several times. And you know what I'm talking about. You can see them on one side, but you can't see them on the other.
Set up higher.
Just sit up in that fucking tree and be like,
See everything.
they're either over there in the Big Time or they're over here on this burn path. And both ways, they can just blast them in the face with a shotgun. Speaking of not using shotguns, Hoyt Archery is a partner of this show now, and I think everybody in here is rocking a Hoyt, but our focus of this episode, Rachel and Andy, are very Hoyt
Can we talk
proud.
about my new bow?
Okay. Rachel wants to talk
She's all
about it.
excited. She's pointing at herself.
You want to just go grab it and put it on the table for a minute so you
I
can just
do.
make your Hoyt plug? Yeah,
Go get
please.
it.
It's so
Please.
sexy.
We'll talk shit about you while you're gone.
She really loves that thing.
What a bitch, dude.
She shows everybody. It's like a new set of tits. She's just showing everybody. Check these out.
Have you seen my bow?
Yeah.
How do you like your bow,
Yes,
Andy?
Rachel.
I love it. I was probably the second happiest person besides you, maybe, that you went with Hoyt, because I shot Hoyt back in the day before you got me to shoot Elite, and always loved them, never failed me, and I'm very happy that we're back. I got a screaming deal actually on the
Get it
RX.
more here, over here.
I bought an RX-8, which was last year's model.
Just cover up Andy's face.
Just cover up Andy.
It's been a great...
Just talk about your bow quick, and then,
Yeah.
then we can move it.
Mine's a great bow, but here, let's just look at the AX. Do something new, better. Show them your new boobs, honey.
Whip them out.
I got the Alpha AX2 in the 29-inch. It is in bourbon, and I got like black accessories, so It looks real sexy.
Bourbon limbs, and the combination of the dialed with the bourbon and the black is money. It looks
So I went
really
with the
nice.
black dialed instead of the bourbon dialed to match, just to give it a little more of the black pop. And then I got the wheel and
the bourbon void dial, or
the void wheel or whatever, and then the slider for your pin.
And it was actually, I thought it was pretty funny that your dialed sight came in before you got your bow. So I got my dialed on my bow, shooting great in the yard, and she just playing with hers. No box and no bow.
It's like
I'm
raining
like, you'll
outside.
love this thing. Yeah.
It's like raining outside, and he's outside shooting, and I'm just looking out the window all sad because my bow's not in.
But thing shooting good?
Huge shout out though to Indoor Outfitters in Sagertown, PA. It's our local bow shop. They were awesome to get me set up like literally the day before I came out to Illinois. So.
Lickety split.
And then I shot my bird with a shotgun. So
that's all right. That happens. No hate.
There's
fine.
We haven't even started Pennsylvania yet, and I'm sure that
There's
thing will
time.
get a turkey before the season's over.
But you really like, we can knock out some plugs here. Products we believe in, products we work with, obviously Hoyt. And there's promo codes on workingclassbowhunter.com/WCB partners. All these partners we have promo codes for are listed there. The dialed, the AE accessories, the rest, the stabilizers, the dialed Victory arrows,
Victory
which you don't have your
arrows,
quiver here, but Victory arrows, quiver on, and
Very
then
important.
Evolution broadheads, the turkey wrecker. So it's really, we strategically have partners that all accumulate together to make a great package. You'd think
it's weird.
we thought about it.
Makes a sick ass.
It's all quality stuff too.
Well, that's it. I mean, and here's the thing. Here's one of the comments. The guy quickly deleted it. I want to address this. We posted Jordan's rig because Jordan has a similar bourbon colored rig, and it was like a working class bow hunter and a $3,000 bow, which is an exaggeration, but it's like, all right, dude, what do you if you're a mechanic, what kind of tool are you working with? Are you working with some shit from fucking Dollar General? You getting a wrench set from Dollar General?
You have a $30,000 loan with Snap-on.
Which I quickly reminded him. I was like, this is what we're into.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Like, we're not at the fucking, we might go to the bar, but we're not fucking, we're not going to football games and going to fucking, I don't know, pamper
Don't
some
got a
shit.
boat,
Yeah, we
anything.
don't have a fucking boat. I don't have a $80,000 diesel truck.
Camper.
I don't have a fucking RV. We're bow hunting. It's a tool for our job.
You don't even have to have all those things. Like if you think about a $2,000 bow, if you wanted a new one every year, that's only $40 a week.
Sorry,
like,
you guys have a boat and a camper.
And a boat.
No,
and a boat.
let me clarify. I got 3 boats.
But I'm saying, like, people think
Sandy.
people think of $2,000 as a lot of money. But if you think about like $40 a week, people spend that in energy drinks, nicotine, and scratch
Coffee.
offs and coffee.
Well,
Yeah.
and $2,000 for a bow sounds crazy, but that's getting closer to the normal of just what it costs to buy new product
Right.
now. It's
Yeah.
not like it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's going up. I mean, yeah, 2,000 sounds crazy, but it's not. It's
It's
just-
not. I mean, like you said, it's like, what are you spending a week on lunches and energy drinks in the morning?
Yeah.
Anyway, the guy realized he was wrong. I just hate, like, you're commenting that without thinking about it. And you're also coming at guys who live and breathe, guys and gals who live and breathe to bow hunt. And this is our passion. It's what we do. So we give you the promo codes. We're trying to help. Like, I get it. Sucks
Yeah.
to buy it all. But it's, I don't know, keeps you kind of going, keeps you fueled, keeps you excited. Like, it's that type of thing. Like, I'm excited to shoot more, especially now with this new
Yep.
bow and being comfortable with it. But I'm getting ready to go to the eye doctor and get my vision hopefully fixed.
Get
And
your
I can't
all
wait to
set
get like more excitement because I'm frustrated when I shoot now. It's just my eyes. So I'm trying to like get
Guys
it
are
all-
fighting you.
Yeah, man, and it's hard to shoot your bow, so I'm getting after it. But yeah, those are all great partners. Blackgate Trail Cameras is obviously included. Black Ovis is your one-stop shop for really everything you fucking need. The Black Ovis has, especially turkey gear, turkey decoys, any Western trip, Black Ovis and Camo Fire. If you have an upcoming hunt, Camo Fire is something you need to be paying attention to for deals.
And the Arrow ID builder is awesome.
The Arrow ID builder
Yep.
is fucking awesome. You can have a set of arrows built for you how you want them to your size, the way everything ready to go in days, which is cool. And our promo code WCB works at Black Ovis for the Arrow ID builder. Illuma trailers, IllumaKLM.com, all aluminum welded construction, made in USA. Badass trailers, as good as it gets, really. Old Barn Taxidermy, in our opinion, the best taxidermist in the Midwest.
Best there is.
They're in Fort Madison, Iowa. They love doing turkey taxidermy. Sam Gaylord takes a lot of pride in his turkey taxidermy.
Bring your big old turkeys over there.
Deercast. Deercast is obviously a tool for whitetails and really turkeys, and a lot of great information and a lot of tracking tools and
Great
mapping tools and all that stuff on there. I think the most updated maps in the scene right now.
I agree.
By far.
For sure.
Rogue Ridge e-bikes. We're trying to avoid breaking our collarbones, riding those things in, having fun. And talked about evolution already. Rack Hub, if you're still out there finding sheds, code WCB. And Mountain Ops, code WCB. Save you 20% and donates.
Get some Ignite in you before you go hunting.
That's right. It helps when you stayed up celebrating turkey kills. And you got to get up early to go try and kill another turkey.
And hydrate while you're hunting.
That's right.
Or to get you back into the hunt, right, Scotty?
You just don't wake up.
Scotty. And then a slumber after the hunt.
We'll talk about that.
He doesn't wake up, so he can't drink the Mountain Ops. You have a veteran shout out?
I do. Wow. Eric, music me.
I don't have it preloaded.
Bum, 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 bum. Go.
This is submitted by Blaine White. The veteran is Chris Boronda. He's in the Marines. Chris grew up as a bow hunter, hunting with his dad in Southern California. He moved to North California around 13 to 14 years old. We met in 7th grade and instantly became best friends. We hunted and fished all through high school and a couple years after. Chris joined the Marines and spent the next 6 years serving our country. He's been out a while now, and he's been busting his ass working, drilling, and building tunnels. We haven't had a chance to hunt together for some time, but I know in his heart he still shoots his bow when he can. Just wanted to give him a huge shout out and all the other military folks out there. I tried using small words for Doug because I know he can't read that. I appreciate that, Blaine.
I was going to compliment you that you read that really well, too. And he just body bagged you.
Yeah, pat on the back.
He body bagged you for I could.
That's all right. I'll take it. But thanks for your service, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Cheers to Chris.
Thank you.
Cheers
Out
to
there,
you, brother.
Thanks,
drilling.
Cheers.
Out there
Cheers.
drilling
Cheers.
for a
Cheers.
work.
Cheers.
Drilling tunnels. Like highway tunnels, I wonder? That's what I would assume, right?
Gold tunnels.
Gold tunnels?
Tunnels to where?
All the tunnels.
Underground Railroad.
Oh, racism. Nice.
Underground Railroad.
Wow, Jordan.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. Moving on.
Way to make it awkward,
moving on,
brother.
Jordan.
It's
Jesus.
Black History Month.
He puts that chain on, shit gets weird.
Yeah, it's not good on that.
Tunnels for what? I'm curious. Follow-up email. It's got to be road tunnels, right? But how many road tunnels are you drilling? Like,
I thought they were all built already.
Yeah, maybe he's a coal miner.
Every time I'm on them, I see them. They're already built.
They're already built. I don't know.
maybe. Does California still have the gold rush?
Could be.
I don't know. That seems like an interesting gig.
Yeah.
That's
Just
something I
drilling
want to get in the
holes.
habit of more, is asking people what their day jobs are. Like in a podcast setting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you find out some interesting shit about people.
Yeah.
You know?
You can tell none of us live in the city because, like, maybe subways.
In California.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Northern California?
We didn't
Maybe.
think of that.
California's not only the city. California's pretty vast.
Northern California is definitely vast.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
California's actually really awesome. There's a lot of great people there. They just how we get overshadowed in Illinois with Chicago. You know, not everybody's Chicago mindset.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about that. What kind of tunnels they're digging?
Let us know. Write in the comments on Spotify what kind of tunnels you think he's just
Digging holes.
digging. I think he's just out there laying
You're
pipe.
drilling.
Laying pipes.
My guy.
We used to travel for Giant when I worked for Deere, and we were like, "What do you guys do? What are you in town?" I was like, we lay pipe for a living." It's like, okay, what kind of pipe? Just pipe.
Just pipe.
You know,
All the pipe.
Long ones.
Yeah.
Long pipes.
average
Anyway,
size buns.
thanks for tuning in to our bullshit 713 middle of the map spring edition. Devin's not here. That's kind of sad.
We really
I
miss
think we'll
you,
get him
Devin.
here next year, though.
Oh, he'll be here.
I think he was missing out.
Yeah, he was feeling it.
He had
All right.
FOMO for sure.
So, for someone who hasn't heard middle of the map fall edition camps, which it's been the last couple of years, officially as middle of the map, how would you explain middle of the map to someone who doesn't know?
We got Devin coming from Utah and us
Who's
coming
Devin?
from Pennsylvania. Devin Leonard. Everyone knows.
I'm acting like I don't know.
Everyone knows Devin.
Great smile
He's
from
got-
Utah.
Great hair.
Yeah.
He's the coolest dude in Utah for sure.
He sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, he's the coolest guy.
You
in
like him,
Utah.
Doug.
There's a lot of
actually-
good people in Utah, but Devin's the coolest.
He shoots real big bucks, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
But he comes from Utah to Illinois to hunt whitetail, and we come from Pennsylvania to hunt bigger whitetail in Illinois.
Oh, so you're meeting in the middle of the map.
And we meet in the middle of the map, and we have a great time.
You have hunt camp with your best friends? For
Yeah.
It just clicked, Doug.
That's pretty cool.
Hunting camp.
So the body of middle of the map hunt camp is really Rachel, Andy, Devin is the core of it because that's what creates the meeting in the middle. But then it's kind of like, I love this because it's created this community, obviously, with all of us. Scotty's and Casey's around. Like, Todd's been around. Like,
Trophy line guys were with us
the trophy
last
line
year.
guys. Like, anybody's welcome to be a part of it. And that's what's cool about.
I don't know about any.
Well, like, we're here for like genuine people that want to fucking be cool and down to earth and fun is what we're here to do. And that's what I'm about.
That's what we're all about.
I think that's what we're all about. And I'm just very direct. You like that?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to take it that way.
But you did. Rachel, you did. Okay.
I did that.
You saw your opportunity.
You know what? Fuck them. It's just what it is, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the truth. But
Teed that right up.
but, you know, like hunting is about good people. And good people stay around, right? And that's what hunting camps are for, and hunting culture and your friends. And we all know the guy that's been around. Oh, yeah, I grew up hunting with so-and-so. If we're fortunate to have this, so-and-so was in hunting camp for years. And, you know, that's old Jim and Dad and Bob and whoever. And it's like, oh, yeah, this old boy was a quirky old guy. And he'd come in and play cards. And he never went hunting, but he wanted it for the camaraderie and drink beer. And he never got out. Like, those dudes are around because they're good people and they're fun. They're quirky. They might not be the same as you, whatever. But they're, you know, it's just what makes hunting camp the hunting camp vibe.
Yeah.
I think the best part about it, too, is like we always had the vision since we bought this side is like, oh, what if we bought that side and turned it into like a bedroom, a shower, and people can come stay and hunt? And like, it actually happened. We bought it. We turned it into that. And now it's actually happening.
Yeah, it helped fluff the ease of hosting hunting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
yeah, the first year we were here, we didn't have shower for 10 days or something like that. And, didn't bother us, you know. I mean, we were here to hunt and still had a great time, and then
now it's easier to get you to stay.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, it's a lot easier, huh?
I took more showers during turkey camp, where it doesn't matter what you smell like, than I ever did during deer camp. But just because you have more time.
Well, that too. You don't care if you shower because you're like, I'll just I put cologne on one night. I'm like, this will just prolong me not smelling for longer. Whereas deer, you'd never do that. I don't put cologne on for 4 months. By the way, I took a note, so if we want to cut that out for your sake of just like we won't put it, then we won't do it. So, but I think it's pretty fucking funny.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But it's just turkey camps are fun for that reason because it's like more relaxed. In Illinois, you can only hunt until 1 o'clock.
Yep.
So it's just kind of like, we'll try it. If they're there, they're there. But you know, it's just fun.
It's fun. It's a great time. So anytime you can get buddies out from a different state or anywhere else, it's always a good time.
At first being from Iowa, I hated it, but it is actually pretty fun when you're with your buddies and it's over at 1. I mean,
well, it gets you're done.
Yeah.
You eat good food. You have a couple cold drinks. You kind of brainstorm about the morning. Fuck, wish we could go. Let's go roost bird.
Yeah, let's go drive
hunt them.
around.
Let's go to a distance, see if we can hear some. That shit's cool. But like middle of the map, like the bedroom has become like we're going to decorate it middle of the map, I think. Like, so over the years to catch up to this is the first spring edition of middle of the map. We've got some great fall group photos and some memories. So now we have like a collective, I guess going back to what I was getting to before I threw it off the rails on purpose. I'm hoping this is something that just like creates tradition for all our kids. And it's like even though we don't all hunt the same spots, it's all like the hub where you can do a few nights and so.
Well, this spring, I mean, this is the first time we had the next generation like at camp. I mean, your kids stayed the night with us in the bunk beds and they loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
We need to bring out the old Polaroid camera again and fill up that room with that.
That'd be fun. A little 35 millimeter development.
Buy a bunch of disposable cameras.
That'd actually be fun. That'd actually be really fun. All right. That would be fun as fuck. Hey, you get a week. Here's 3 cameras for each group. Fill them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Every time we come out here, we never take any pictures. Like, we take.
Can you still buy the disposables?
Trophy pictures.
We need to take camp photos.
Yeah, we need
I saw it on TikTok. The guy like hands them at airports. He's like, "Where are you going?" Then he hands them a disposable camera.
I guarantee it.
And then they mail him the
buy
pictures.
A pack
And
of
makes a
that was
video.
the best thing as a kid. Like you knew
it makes you take pictures. Really,
you knew deer camp was coming up because Dad would always go out and buy a disposable camera because he's like, that's the only thing we have to take pictures while we're there.
Yeah, we should do it.
7-pack. That is expensive.
$119
for a 7-pack.
Where do you get them developed?
Grief.
Yeah, but that's just one camera, isn't it? Well, it's
400 one-time use camera. So there's 400 photos on that.
So that's like a half-ass digital.
Well, yeah, where do you get them developed?
Here, $14.
Does Walmart do it?
Yeah, who develops them?
$28 for a shoe patch.
It's $1 cheaper if you get 2.
We need that this weekend.
That would be awesome. We're doing that this fall. Everyone just spend $28, get a 2-pack of Fuji Quick Snap Flash 400 one-time use cameras, 2-pack.
Probably find one later.
Put a nice montage together.
I bet you that's fucking awesome. How many megapixels do you think they are?
You know what we need.
Well,
Oh, I know.
Does it have actual film in it though?
It probably wouldn't be
some
megapixel
kind of
because
digital.
it's not digital.
No, it's 35 millimeter. I mean,
If it's not 4K, Jordan's not interested.
Great photos.
Sick. No, that's sick.
that's what they look like.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
We need that.
yeah.
Dope. Order those right now.
Where do we get the photos developed?
Anywhere.
Walgreens, bitch.
Walgreens.
I don't know.
Walgreens, bitch.
All right.
Is this like going back in time?
Yeah.
You, Jordan?
Jordan doesn't even know what this is.
How come everybody
I
does
do know what
look
that
like
is.
they
I'm
were
not
from
a
the...
fucking idiot.
Nice.
Those are sick.
You in there have sex with that thing?
So, that was a good reference. I like it. That's a good idea for hunting camp next year. Anyway, the photo wall.
Love it.
Best photo wins a prize.
When we upload these to Facebook, I have to scan them first.
Take a picture of my wiener.
I think we should take it a notch further, and we should
Favorite.
make Blackgate come out with a 35 millimeter camera, and we'll go way back.
Oh, Ryan's gonna be like, "Why? Why bring that up? Why are you gonna do that to me?"
Old school is cool.
Weed in front of
the
your
Ohio
camera.
story. Whatever happened with that?
The naked cop.
Yeah.
It's a naked cop caught on trail camera at the Ohio show. I had to catch everybody up.
Caught
just
in action.
Working security. I don't heard nothing. Of course, we didn't hear nothing. They had to call us. I'm sure.
I just want to know the
sure he got in
ending to the
trouble.
story. Yeah.
Ryan's like, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I'm like, dude, he's supposed to be watching this place, not walking around naked.
We need to get him in trouble.
Yeah. Anyway, middle of the map hunt camp. There's the foundation of it. You guys came out for the spring.
Yep.
And we just made a camp out of it. My kids stayed. They went hunting with us one morning, saw some turkeys. They did really good. All the snacks. Even if there's no shame in letting your kids watch your phone or an iPad or something to get them in the blind, and then, hey, there's a turkey over here. Hear the gobble? Just when they're 3 and 5, that's a good way to just get them to hear the action, and they can mind the time in between. Even though they watch YouTube Kids on my phone with no sound on, they're just being troopers. So
They were.
that was cool. But there's the foundation of the camp. Where do we start?
Oh, it was an eventful week. Where do we start?
Day one.
First of all, we should address Jordan's chain real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, champion.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Jordan, what do you got on there?
I'm just the champ as of now.
Talk about it.
I don't know. Just the greatest there is. Greatest ever will be.
What's the competition?
Pull the chain off and show it off.
God, he's so cocky. You deserve it though.
Not cocky when you back it up.
I could have taken that from you today.
You could have. Easy could have definitely
could have had
taken
it.
it from today.
You probably would have had it the rest of the
You didn't.
time.
So the biggest bird, you take the longest
With a
spur
bow.
with a bow. Biggest bird, longest spur times 2 times the beard length gets the turkey chain, and I'm winning so far. Austin almost caught me. He was about
I was close.
an eighth inch off.
Yeah, and Austin's out of the running because Austin's tagged out, which is another story.
He'd go to a different state.
Now, see, that's where my argument is. It should be accumulation of birds and not one.
Oh yeah, he would have whooped ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
else
true.
would even
Yeah.
bother hunting. Just all right. You
Okay,
get
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I wanted to simplify it and just make it biggest bird for turkeys.
We're gonna have to renegotiate next
I
year.
suggested
Like biggest
bonus
bird as in
points
weight?
for
No,
bonus
spurs and
points
beard.
for like extra birds.
Yeah.
Like, even if it was just a couple points per bird.
Listen, here's the deal. I'm down to negotiate it, but the champ, whoever is the champ at the end of the season, has to approve of it. That's what I vote. So if you're the champ,
If I'm the champ, I'm not approving it.
it's got to go to a committee.
If Jordan's the champ, it's going to
It's going to shock.
No,
Yeah, shotgun.
It can't.
Even though.
Even though his
No, the
tell-
board's gonna bring it to you, and you can say yes or no to that agreement, not to whatever you want.
That's true.
We were.
I'm the champ.
You can prove or
The
deny.
champ can do
You're not
whatever
even
the
the
fuck he
champ
wants.
yet.
You just
Conor
look
McGregor
deny
said
it.
so.
the season's not even over. Just stop it.
That's true.
He's in
I
a good
haven't even
position.
won.
I just started.
It
hunting.
actually, before this comes out, I could already have lost it.
True.
There's a very
true.
good chance I could.
I mean,
Or you could have added.
I
bigger
could.
one.
I could have got a bigger.
here's my toxic trait though. Right now, like I killed one archery bird. Have I talked about my bird on a podcast yet?
No,
I don't think anyone's talked about it.
We had a lot of
It's a
turkeys talking
great
about this
video.
episode.
great video.
probably not. I don't know. You did record last Thursday after you.
We didn't
Killed it.
talk about it.
No.
No. Okay.
What did we?
Talk about it.
Double.
I don't remember. I can't remember anything we ever talk about, but Jordan's winning with his Kansas bird with a bow.
Yes.
We were on our drive out here, and we got a call from Joe Humphreys, and he's like, I would like to file a complaint with Working Class Bowhunter again, about their Team WCB bird contest, and as one of their partners, I'd like to file a complaint that we can't use shotguns. I'm like, Joe, you own a bow.
Yeah, this is a you problem.
It's a you problem.
And he goes everywhere turkey hunting. You bring a bow once.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
He has like 18 tags.
Yeah, he's
Take
all
a bow
over.
one time.
Okay, so Jordan's winning from Kansas. Austin has got close to you.
Like, very close. Like, about as close as you can get without tying.
But let's talk about this. Archery birds. You got Jordan hit it off. And then Austin kills 2 very swiftly.
Yep.
Wait, no, you killed 1. I killed 1. And then Austin's like, watch this bitch, and kills 2 more, which we'll talk about. And that's where we're at for archery birds. So we have 5 archery birds with Team WCB in the competition, and Austin's 3 of them.
Over half.
Dude, let's just give him some credit and bow.
Okay.
He is the turkey lord as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, Lee.
Lee got one today.
So it'll be 6.
No, he shot
No,
with a
archery
gun.
birds. Archery birds.
Oh, he shot with a gun?
Yeah.
Lee.
Weak.
What the hell?
I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Bold words from a guy wearing a chain.
Yeah. Well, not really.
All right, let's talk about it. Let's break down the week. Okay, you guys get right. Should we do that, or
Yeah.
You've already told.
You want to talk about yours or no?
Well, okay. I'll talk about mine. You already talked about your Kansas bird,
And then
on the
I-
last BS session.
Yeah. Then I gotta talk about
Florida.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to bring it up. You brought it up.
No, I gotta be transparent.
Okay, that's right. I like it. No liars.
No liars here.
Can't lie.
Nope.
You know where the liars go?
Hell.
A podcast series that's no longer around.
No. They go to a place with pool tables.
Zing. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I shot a bird. I don't even remember what day it was.
It was
Monday.
The second
We went
day,
the first day, Monday, first season. Then we went.
it was
15th?
It was the second to last day of first season.
Yeah, so Thursday. So it would have been podcast day last week.
Yep.
Did we not talk about it on that podcast? Anyway,
I don't think we did.
I get in early, way early, because I knew it was going to be very close to the roost. And I don't have confidence in like what turkeys will do, and I'm impatient with turkeys, so I just try to get as close as possible. And I'll get there an hour early if I have to, and sit there and sneak in. And on a blind with a zipper, I'll take 5 minutes to open the zipper if needed, which we did pretty good, Andy. When we snuck in, we got.
This is all true statements.
And
That's how close you are.
Yep.
I don't think you understand when I say that I'm underneath them. I think that sounds like an exaggeration.
He can't get away.
I think it was.
Like I'm not, when I say I'm under them, I'm under them. Like Andy, back me up here.
Yeah, I hit it with the. I told him. I said, I see a turkey out the window, and he's like, "Really? Yeah. How far? I don't know. 40 yards. Look, 41 and a half yards. Sorry, I hit it with a rangefinder, and it was just a head in the tree. But I was like, okay, we got in here pretty quiet, you know. And
that's why we're there an hour and some change early. So it's just what my spot is. So like I have to get in. If I go in any later, the turkeys are awake, and you're fucked.
Yeah,
There's just like turkey shit hitting the blind.
Well, even
legit right there. Yeah, there is.
The moon that morning, the little bit of moonlight that we had when, I mean, I'm not trying to give away your spot too much, but let's just say it was in a low spot along a waterway, and you could just, I mean, you could see down through there. Just
If we're
enough,
walking in with
you
no
know,
light.
Yep.
Like,
no light, sneaking through, and thank God the farm manager had beautiful PAS mode everywhere.
He's good.
You know, he's
like
great.
big time clover.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
But yeah, so I get in early, because I just feel like turkeys have no logic. And then if I like Austin thinks I'm too aggressive,
Very aggressive.
and I'm okay with it because it worked for me. It's worked for me twice in this spot. So I go in, and it's like I don't look at the weather, especially during turkey season, because I'm not worried about the wind. Only reason I look at the weather during deer season because I want to know what way the wind's going. So I could wake up and there could be a fucking tsunami coming that's going to take us all out and kill us, and I'm being a turkey blind like, oh fuck, I didn't know there's a tsunami today. Yeah, it's looking wet out here. And I'm sitting in the blind, and it's dark, and I'm like, fuck, it's thundering and lightning. I'm like, I hope I don't get. I'm like texting the group, hope I don't get struck by lightning.
It'll pass over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it gets daylight, and it was cloudy, overcast, so I think they got down a little later. And then I'm like, fuck, I feel like I should have heard a gobble. You know, nothing. Then I hear something. and laid down behind me and starts boop, boop, boop. I'm like, oh, that ain't good. Like, I'm in this blind, nothing saw me, and it landed right behind me. So I'm like, hopefully that was just a hen. And then 10 minutes later, I hear, bow, gobble, and I'm like, oh, this is close.
Hello.
And
how are you?
For me, my turkey hunting experiences, especially hunting more in like a wooded situation, not an open field, you hear a gobble like that, you can't always see him right away because of trees and terrain.
It's echoing
it's echoing, and I peek out the window and I just see him. I'm like, ooh, he's fucking right here. So I don't know if he just had flown down and gobbled, and I wasn't sure if he hit my decoys, or saw the decoys, but he's coming. Bam, gobbles again. Bam, gobbles again. I'm like, ooh, he's pretty committed. And I have my bow at this point. I'm self-filming. So I'm like, all right, we're just going to turn the camera on, hit record, just touch the zoom just a smidge on the decoys, and he come right in, smacked the decoy, jumped up on it, hit it with a kick, and it's a kick or a wing smack, but it's fucking fast. And the decoy does a full 360, and then he jumps on my bedded hen decoy and just starts cucking the Jake decoy. And I'm like, ooh, bold move, love this.
Yeah, he was.
And he was all about it. And
he didn't mind someone watching.
Yeah, he didn't care. He's like, you're gonna let the boy watch. So he's doing his thing, and I'm full draw now at this point. Shout out to Hoyt for a smooth draw cycle, because I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. I was like worried about him seeing me, and I'm like, well, he's facing me, humping the hen decoy, so I just drew. And I put it on him, and I have him shooting the evolution head, the turkey wrecker. Well, funny story. I thought I was shooting the turkey wrecker, and I held it on the base of his neck, but he was kind of like bobbing on top of that hen decoy. And I'm like, that's a risky move. And he was like quartering to me. So I'm like, if I shoot there, I'm just going to go through his goods and smack him with the arrow. And I hear thwap. And I'm like, what was that? And then I watch him jump out and go down just on the other side of the path. And I get out just to go after him, just because you know how bird bow kills are. And he was dead, stunned over dead like a whitetail. And then I look at my decoy, and there's an arrow with an evolution broadhead stuck into the turkey decoy. I'm like, oh, all right. That's pretty fucking funny. So I film myself pulling my arrow out of the decoy, and I'm like, oh, shit. And you can see the tip of that, like, that fixed blade, like, what would you call it? I don't know what evolution calls it.
It's like a cut-on contact.
Yeah, they have a cut-on contact head. So even if something happens with your blades, it's still damage.
Probably a 1/2 inch wide. It's a pretty good size cut-on contact head.
It's significant. Even if something happened with your expandable blades, it'd still be effective. And I look, and it's poking through the other side of the decoy. So gone through a bird and gone through a decoy, pretty good for an expandable, especially.
Killed 2 birds.
Yeah, 2 birds with 1 arrow, 1 evolution.
Hell yeah.
So I pull the arrow out, like step on it, and I'm like, oh, this is the turkey wrecker. I'm like, how the fuck did I mix this one up? I shot it with a whitetail fury, and I thought I had a turkey wrecker the whole time.
Oops.
But it's still good.
Hey, guess
still
what?
Intact.
Bird's dead, right?
Yeah, dude,
worked really good.
Stoned over dead. The exit was insane. Like
deader and dead.
That blew them all out, and it was great, and whatever, and dead turkey, and on film, and everybody's happy, and kind of funny footage with the whole show we put on, and arrow and a decoy. Makes it fun. So that's my first archery bird on my own farm.
Congrats,
buddies.
Hey, congrats.
Pretty
Great
pumped
story
about it.
too.
Thanks. And I was right underneath them, so I didn't have to wait very long.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Getting in tight.
But I don't have a field to hunt on that farm, so I gotta be there or I'm out of the game.
You're kind of in the open spot. It's just real tight opening. Yeah.
It's real tight.
If you weren't there, you'd be like set up trying to call them down a path, right?
Yeah, which Jordan and I did like a few days before that. They just didn't want to commit. What's that?
Opening day
Of first season.
It's just better if you're in there.
Yeah, and then Scotty and Andy went there and fucked the farm all up.
Well,
dang it.
Hold on. I don't think we fucked it up.
Sounds like you did. He keeps saying
No, okay. So I'm thinking about that. Scotty, he blamed us for fucking up his farm, but the day before he sent us in there, he goes in there and shoots a fucking bird.
No.
Or 2 days before.
Yeah, but the first day you hunted, how many birds were in there?
Oh, that's not, no. You shot one in
There's
there.
only 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was 2.
Okay, was there only 2?
Well,
On the other, like the neighboring farm.
How many birds were in the area? How many birds could have been called in?
Well, none. We didn't call
None.
it.
yeah, obviously, we didn't kill anything.
Sounds like a you problem.
Come on.
What happened after you guys hunted?
We had 2 Jakes in. We could
Yeah.
have shot either one of them. Scotty wanted me to. I didn't want to.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you did.
Double bearded Jake. Is that the double bearded Jake?
Yeah, I think we had a Super Jake in, and then we did have two of the good birds. They went behind us. They were just on the other side of a dike in the whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, mini hill.
Yep, little mini hill. They were just on the other side of that. I don't know, 40 yards away from us, and they worked down to that cornfield. And on our way out after Scotty, we gave up about 8:30. Yeah, we were ready for breakfast. So. But on the way out, we're like, all right, let's just climb up there and see. And we could see them, and we tried them for 15 minutes, and then they just stood out there at 100 yards and gobbled us. We're like, man, whatever, let's leave. So this farm sucks.
We tried sitting next to a tree, and like my legs just go numb after like 0.3 seconds, and I'm like trying to lay down even more and get my legs out in front of me. I'm like, this is not going to work, even if I did come over here. So
Okay, and then we hunted that spot 2 mornings in a row shortly after.
But in our defense, like those
mornings.
both mornings, we had 30, 40 mile an hour winds or a tornado that went through. Not a tornado, but
allegedly.
Close enough, yeah.
I believe the storm did fuck it up.
Oh, yeah.
I think it did change it. And I don't know if that's a thing with turkeys, but
it's better than blaming me and Scotty.
It's funny. I had to do it for entertainment. Hey, I'm here to entertain.
Okay.
Wind's not the entertaining.
And those two, I did have.
like, man, I'm just holding a can.
I hunted it that day and did after the storm and did have those two jakes come to me. So
yeah, I know.
They were there.
They didn't actually ruin it, but it's way. Listen, I'm doing this for the audience. Okay, it's way funnier if I blame them and say, "Yeah, real strong winds blew them out of the roost and they switched it up for a couple of days." It's way better if I blame these fucking dickheads.
I believed it.
Just like if I make harsh jokes about shit, it's way better for the entertainment of the listener if I'm just a pussy the whole time. Am I right or am I right?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Like the listener, back me up on this. Would you rather me be just never say anything interesting?
No.
Just it was the wind, and then move on. No.
So it was a good hunt.
Tell me about the wind. How does it change birds' patterns? It's like a scrape for whitetails. We'll put on a $350 clinic. You can come to it, and I'll fucking lie to you for an hour.
No, 2 days.
Oh, 2 days. My bad. You got to stay the fucking night somewhere and come back.
Yep.
Yeah. Good point. I need to host a Kurt Geyer turkey clinic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'd come.
You see this tree? They either roost in it or they don't. And the reason how you know they're
under it.
Yeah, what you want to do is put a blind right here and get in here an hour and a half before daylight.
If they're not pooping on it, they're not close enough.
You're not close. You're in the wrong spot.
Is that rain? No, it's turkey shit.
Congrats, you're in the money.
Congrats. That's how you get it done.
That'd be $500.
Yeah, Yelp 5 times. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that.
Okay.
What are you?
No, I think it's quite funny. Yeah, so I killed a bird. Andy and Scotty ruined it, and then
We went.
No,
we took the kids out.
took the kids out in the grizzly blind. Saw a lot of birds.
Yeah, full transparency. We can talk about it.
It's your story to tell, girl.
Yeah, we took the kids out to the grizzly blind. We got within 100 yards of roosted birds with a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Come on, that's impressive.
And the kids were quiet because we got in an hour bore shooting light.
Yeah, they're still like asleep, probably. They're sleepwalking out there with us.
No, we're walking by raccoons in the field, and Kurt's like, "See those raccoons?" And Isla May starts walking towards them, and I'm like, "Maybe we don't, you know?
Yeah.
No pets.
Maybe not."
Yeah, no pets.
Yeah. Why friend shape?
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
So, we had birds fly down into the field. Took them a while to work their way in. As they're coming in, Clyde moves his chair and squishes Isla May's hand, and she cried silently.
All right, imagine 2 little plastic kids' chairs on the armrests. Isla May had her hand, and Clyde like scooted his chair above hers and sat down in it, and his armrest pinched her fingers between her armrest of her chair, which all know that type of pain.
Not good. Not good.
Wild birds coming in.
And the window's open, and I'm like ready to shoot this bird, and she like cries silently. It was the most impressive thing.
Yeah, I'm like, you're all right. You're okay. And she did really well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we had a Tom come in to the decoy. I remember you saying it's a shiny spot, and I shot him in the shiny spot, and
Yep.
it's bled everywhere, took off, and
just what it is.
Yeah, it's just I stayed with the kids while Kurt went to trail him. Blood trail was really good, but he went forever.
Yeah.
And we never found him. So it was a bummer.
Shout out to, I want to give a quick shout out, and I'm not going to say names here, but I know he listens, and he's a great dude. And it went just into the neighbor's timber, and I called him. He's like, yeah, dude, go on in there, do your thing, man. Good luck. He goes, I listen to you. Hey, man, turkey needs to be shot in the face with a shotgun. And I was like, I know.
You're right.
So I know you're listening. Thank you, man. You're awesome, and you're a great neighbor. He's a great neighbor to hunt next to, and I don't have to worry about him. I don't have to worry about me. It's great. So just big shout out real quick. But anyway.
It just shows how small the kill zone is on turkey.
Yeah.
I mean,
It really is.
Yeah.
It's what's an accurate description for people who like,
I don't know. Ask Austin. He kills
a tennis ball.
I would say like the size of your fist.
Yeah, tennis ballish, baseballish.
Like lungs, heart, everything, size of your fist.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Which is bizarre.
We're in an elevated blind too, so I don't know if that shortens your kill angle. Probably does to a point.
I don't know.
It's just what it is. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, so it was a bummer, but it was an awesome hunt with the kids.
Yep.
You know, they really enjoyed it. And then I figured after that, like, I'll switch to guns. We had a short week here, and I was so excited to shoot my new bow, but it's like, I also don't want to wound birds, you know?
Yeah,
it's not fun.
It's part of the gig.
It wasn't wasted. I mean, we talked about that afterwards. Like, I mean, there was
Nothing's
a
wasted.
coyote,
Yeah.
a raccoon, something ate that immediately. Whether it died or not, it got taken out. You know, I mean,
Yeah, we saw
unfortunately,
how
it's-
many more birds that day. Like, there's a lot of birds.
Oh,
there.
Andy and I saw 5 or 6 a few days later.
Longbeards.
Yep.
Like, not
Longbeards.
just
Mature
birds.
birds.
Mature birds, yeah.
This is a crazy year for turkeys.
It's good. I think it's the what does everyone talk about? The
Cicadas.
The cicadas.
Cicadas, yeah.
You know, they're not making mature birds. They're good, probably toms last year, but still, like,
I've seen quite a few pheasants as well.
dude, pheasants have been everywhere, which is great for in our areas, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what everybody else hears.
Yeah, even the days we didn't hear the birds gobble on your farm, we heard pheasants, and it's like,
Yeah, they'll call back.
That's pretty cool. And we saw.
I
them
swear
too,
they
yeah.
respond to a
Yeah.
yelp.
Yep.
I swear
They
you
might.
call them in.
Yeah.
You didn't bring your pheasant call?
No.
Oh, damn it.
That is my pheasant call.
Anybody want to attempt a good pheasant call real quick? Actually,
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
yeah, I wouldn't even know how to try to make anything close to it, but that was not bad.
I call it a lot.
Jordan, do one.
He's an expert pheasant.
I don't know how to do that one. I get only like
Because you're not
try
calling
to
it
do
because you're not good.
No, I've never
Give me
done
the
that.
bell. Give me the chain.
Is this a pheasant chain?
Wish it was.
I don't know. I don't want to do it.
During that,
I got shy. I'm not doing it.
It's okay.
The turkey champ shot.
That's a crazy thing. I can hear just how they sound, but I can not even mimic.
That's a hard sound to mimic.
yeah, a lot of birds out of multiple species, so good news. But yeah, a lot of turkeys. The hunt didn't go as planned, but it was still a great time. The kids had a great experience, and Clyde's whole face looking up the grizzly blind. I'm like, buddy, you gotta quit. You're fucking moving a lot.
I think I was at full draw and I turned and looked at him and I was like, if you just be quiet and stop moving in 30 seconds, you can go touch this bird. Like,
Yeah.
just please don't.
I was like, Clyde, you gotta sit down.
But I also knew going into it, like, if they mess it up, I'm not gonna be mad about it. First of all, it's a
Right.
turkey, like,
and he's 3.
and he's
you know?
3, and we're just having a good time.
Yeah,
Like,
get them into the outdoors.
So I remember I took a video afterwards when you were looking for the bird, and I was trying to entertain the kids. And we got out of the blind, we were walking around, and he's like, blood! I found blood! You know, like, and so I took a video. I was like, how's your hunt? And he goes, we had donuts! Like, he was just so jacked. It was awesome.
Yeah, packaged powder donuts, muffins,
all the snacks.
Whatever.
Where's turkey
Hey, he brings them
pajamas
for
to the
everybody
blind?
too.
Yeah. What's that?
You bring them for everybody. I mean, our couple mornings, you're like, hey, got donuts here. I got crackers.
I got to be honest.
Okay.
Those were leftover snacks when the kids were there. So
Don't tell me that.
At least he's honest about
Andy,
it.
you're a little jittery. Have some crackers, bud.
Hey, are you mad that they were leftovers?
Absolutely not.
No.
You hit him the tablet too to watch.
Hey, buddy, you want my phone?
You want to watch Bluey on the iPad, Andy?
Yeah, no.
Sorry, the turkeys aren't here.
Yes. No.
The tablet for Andy.
Yeah.
Just hang tight, little buddy.
They're coming.
Perks of hunting with Daddy.
Yeah. Bluetooth headphones on.
Yeah.
Little juice box.
That's funny as hell. Little Grizzly backpack cooler with a juice box in it.
We had fun.
Okay, so that's good hunt with the kids.
Yeah.
Unfortunate outcome, but it's part of the gig sometimes.
It is.
It happens.
What do we do from there?
we had rough weather for a couple days, and we thought that
rough's an understatement.
No. I think we're missing a really fun part of the story.
Oh yeah.
Enter Scotty Sullivan.
Oh yeah.
So
Here he
Turkey
comes.
guide Scotty.
We need a we need a Scotty button.
Yeah.
Snortweez.
Scotty doesn't know.
There we go.
He didn't know, in fact.
Scotty doesn't know segment.
Scotty joined camp Saturday night. So that hunt with the kids was Saturday.
Yeah.
Scotty joined camp Saturday night. And we played darts, had some beverages at
Scotty
at the
and I got
studio.
on the captain a little bit.
Yep.
Maybe.
And
I got into it a lot.
Yeah.
it was like 1:30, and I'm like, Scotty, you know our alarm's at like 4, so maybe we should go to bed. And so the alarm goes off at 4. I wake up. I can't wake Scotty up. I go wake Andy up, and I'm like, hey, I think Scotty's dead. Like, I can't.
So I went out, kicked, and
I spent
jumped
too
on
much
Scotty.
time trying to talk Rachel into moving here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, we're family.
Yeah.
Family down here.
Gotta move here.
It's like a scene from Fast and Furious. Like driveway to house.
Drinking
The
Corona.
family.
Family.
So we're like jumping on Scotty, like, come on, you were so excited to go turkey hunting, you have to get up. And he didn't move, so.
Well, then he did move when I jumped on top of him, and I was like, well, he's alive, but he's not going hunting.
Yeah, like,
So
we knew he was
left him.
breathing.
Yeah.
It's waterboarding him in the morning.
Pretty much.
I don't think if I threw 5 gallons of water on him, he would have woke up. Or if his house is on fire, he's burning with it. I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't.
I didn't even know
fucking
you
waking
guys
up.
tried to wake me.
I know. I'm aware. Yeah.
Like on
No
Talladega
idea.
Nights, he's like throwing buckets of water on him while he's in that
You
lawn
just
chair.
waterboard him with hydrate.
Yeah.
See if it works.
But it was Easter morning, so you had, Easter with the kids, so you didn't go. But Andy and I went out by ourselves, and we were at a new piece of property. Did we say it?
Oh, our new best friend.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. He's been our friend for a long time.
Yeah,
but-
no, it's a new spot.
Yeah, new spot. Okay. And but we'd never been there before, so we didn't really know. Like, we had located some birds the night before, but like,
Scotty went for that.
yeah, he did go for that.
And he was all excited because we heard birds everywhere.
I was drinking there too.
But
No way.
walked
Oh, wow.
walked in.
Scotty,
and
that's illegal.
No, this was the night before. We were just
I love
located.
my favorite thing about Scotty's his alcohol problem. That's not true, Scotty. I love you as you are, but your alcohol problem makes you fun. Just how my alcohol problem makes us fun together.
Well, like that day you called me at work, I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I went to Hy-Vee, load up on alcohol. I'm like, bro, it's like 8 in the morning. You're like, yeah.
Business expense.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? I'm like, well, I guess nothing.
I'm not drinking at 8 in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm buying
drinking
it.
it. You're just buying it.
I'm buying it for later.
You're trying to beat the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. I was feeling like I'm restocking a bar. Don't judge me. It's 8 in the morning. Sorry, Rachel.
That's okay.
We're done.
Yeah, Andy and I hunted for a little bit, but it started raining, and
We actually had a great hunt
so
right off the bat.
we just didn't set up right. Like, we went in the dark. We'd never been there before, and it got light. And I looked around, and I was like, "Wow, this setup sucks."
Yeah, we picked trees in the dark, and we didn't pick right.
And we
we picked the 2 worst fucking trees I think in the whole farm. Like any other trees we picked, we probably would have both had opportunities that morning, and it just didn't work out. It was I might have educated one bird. Just tell him.
He calls in this Tom.
Jesus. Yeah.
And the plan was for me to shoot first because I had to work during the week and he could hunt. So I'm like, let's try to fill my tag first. So he's like, why is she not shoot? He's thinking, why is she not shooting?
The bird's standing 10 yards behind the decoy for 5 minutes.
But I couldn't see him.
Oh,
So-
shit.
Wide open. I'm like,
I could see his fan, but I couldn't. I didn't have a shot. So I was waiting for him to take a couple more steps, and then all of a sudden he put and run off, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? I look over at Andy, and he's like, I may have moved.
No, I waited about half hour before I told
Well,
him
yeah,
that.
but he's like,
Smooth it over.
I didn't lie to you. I don't know what
waited.
the hell happened there. And then
He's
finally I was like, well, I might have moved.
I
He's
just
like-
remembered I moved.
he's like,
Oh, that's what it was.
he's like, I went to grab my bow, and I'm like, why are you grabbing your bow? I
Bird
was
was
supposed to
standing
shoot
there.
him.
Yeah. And I'm going, well, why isn't she not shooting this bird? And I'm going, she's on her gun like this. And I went, oh, maybe she don't want to shoot this one. So I thought, well, I'll just try to move my hand up and grab my bow, and we'll see how that goes. Well, I didn't get from here to the cup, and that bird was like, pop, pop, I'm out of here.
Didn't go very well.
And,
Yeah.
he
It might have been one of the birds we ended up killing. Who knows? But
I don't know.
But the funny part was we went back to the studio because it started raining. So we're like, let's get out of here. And we
You
went.
guys brought me out in like the shittiest weather.
Stop.
So no,
what we did
but
first.
we go back to the studio, and it's like still pitch black in the studio because we have all the windows shut and everything and the lights off. And so we're like, let's convince Scotty it's only 4 o'clock in the morning and we're gonna get up to turkey hunt. So like, Scotty, get up, you're ready to go. Like we're in full camo, and he sits up, yeah. Looks at his watch, looks around outside, he's like,
Looks at his watch
it's
again.
8 o'clock in the morning. We're like, yeah, we already went hunting, Scotty.
And then you're like, we could have had a bird, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did I have to do with any of that?
Moral support, buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go back out. We're good.
Yeah, so we forced you to go back out with us in the rain.
And then it just downpoured.
But we found some raccoons.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys watch that video?
Yeah, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
Scotty's
It wasn't
stuck
good.
my Insta 360 camera in a hole in the
poking
tree.
this coon with a fucking camera.
Please tell me yet on record.
Yeah, but it's like pitch black. It's inside the tree. You can't see it.
Right.
I'm hitting him.
He was hitting the coon with the end of the camera. So, like, what are you going to see when you hit him with the end of the 360 camera?
For the record, I'm asleep in the bunk bed. Like, the kids love the hunting camp aspect of the bunk beds. They're so excited about that. And I could hear in the morning, I didn't hear you guys get up, right? I was passed out, whatever. And I can hear somebody walking around. I'm like, somebody's here. And then I think when I got up, you guys were walking back in the door or something. I'm like, where's Scotty? Like, oh, he never left here.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's asleep over here the whole time.
Yeah.
But you heard walking around with nobody here? And I was sleeping?
Well, I swear you got up. Maybe you guys came in and then went
I
back
thought-
out and came back in.
This place is haunted.
Or the ghost.
Oh, there's none.
So either
Anyway.
you guys were already inside and walked back out, and I caught you on the walk back in or something. But somebody was. I heard somebody walking around or get up.
Ghost.
It wasn't me because I was dead.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Okay.
I heard that too once while taking a shit.
This
And then
whole
the-
ghost thing's got to fucking stop. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
The ghost of WCB Past.
It's not real.
Everybody thinks there's a studio ghost.
There's a studio ghost.
Never seen it. I've spent a lot of
We've
time
spent
here.
a lot of nights here, and I've never seen a ghost.
Probably more than anybody.
That's true.
Arguably. Yeah.
That's true.
Hours here than you though.
Yeah, but at night.
Yeah. You're
Well,
scared of the dark.
Jordan's the only one that's sober all the time, and he's seen it at least once. So maybe
also
that's
a pussy.
something to account for
Yeah.
that.
He did shut the ghost. Did shut the.
We
trash
literally
can
have
today.
cameras on in this building 24/7, and they have never gone out.
Everyone knows that ghosts avoid cameras.
But it only detects movement.
Sometimes you just have to be
They
in
can't
touch
detect
with
a
your
ghost.
spirituality, Kurt.
yeah. Maybe you should try to be a little better.
I'm not
Open your
touching it.
eyes, brother.
You know what? You know what? In my case, turns out not being in tune with your spirituality is pretty sick because you never have ghosts fuck with you.
I've never had a ghost fuck with me. I've just been aware of their presence.
What if it was a hot ghost?
Yeah, then what?
Can't
What's
fuck a ghost.
a goth emo
goth
ghost
Goth ghost.
with big titties.
Yeah, what's that gonna do for me? Can't see it.
Nah.
What if you could?
Jordan can.
Can't fuck a ghost.
What if you could?
I saw
Can't
it.
have sex with bones.
Can't have sex with bone.
You ever watched a Patrick Swayze
I've
movie?
tried.
Doesn't put a stove in there. Fucking nightmare
Fucking
zone.
nightmare zone.
You know, that would be a lot of fun. First of all, ghosts only come from people in the 1800s, and there was no goth emo bitches in the 1800s.
Yeah, there were.
there
They
were-
got
there-
hung.
there were witches.
They were burned.
Oh, witch bitches.
Yep, you're wrong.
I'm in. Yeah, I don't know what I'm really in for, but sure, okay. There's a ghost here. If something tips me off to be like, hey, I'm a ghost. I'm like, whoa, you are a ghost. Cool. Jordan was right. Anyway, ghost talk. You guys suck. Scotty's didn't get up.
Yep.
I thought I heard him walking. It's probably the ghost. I think it was probably just you guys inside, and I caught you
Yeah.
walking back in the second time. Is probably the more likely explanation.
That probably did. That probably was it. But
And yeah, let's think logically here. And then what happened after that? You guys went back out. No birds. Got
We
rained
fried
on.
up your turkey nuggets.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was fun.
Did a fish fry.
Yep.
We had a couple days of kind of crap weather. We hunted bear
But
farm.
and we thought all the turkeys died, and then Austin was just every day
Yeah.
sending a picture of a dead monster bird. Would you like to elaborate?
I don't know. They just wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, Austin killed.
And you wouldn't leave them alone.
Yeah, I think it's time for Austin to tell some birds.
I just wanted to go outside and enjoy the spring, and kept putting this decoy in the ground, and they just kept jumping on it. So
That's crazy.
I was forced to shoot them.
Yeah, we watched some pretty nice videos today.
all with our. How many birds have you killed with archery equipment?
I
you
don't
think?
know.
It's a lot.
I don't think I've killed a bird with a gun in the last decade.
That's impressive.
Crazy.
Wow.
Because they're hard to shoot. They're hard. they're not necessarily easy to get in archery range, but shooting them is hard.
Yeah.
My tactic's pretty boring. I mean, honestly, it's not a lot of fun, but I get a ground blind, I get this full strut decoy, I set it out, and I set till 11 or 12 o'clock. And most of the time, if you just sit there and you're patient, they're probably going to work the decoy.
Okay, so why do you like the full strut decoy? Because we've been using that AVNX. Oh, okay. It's the one the cartel guys use.
It's a quarter strut Jake.
HDR Jake.
Yep. Guys talk a lot about intimidation and how the birds react to it, and I have had single birds come in and shy away, but usually I have farms with high densities of birds, and a lot of times when I have birds come in, there's 2 or 3 or 4 birds, and usually if there's a pair of birds, they get tough and they want to come in and fuck this decoy up. So
yeah.
But I've had a lot of singles come in and work, just as many come in and work it as come in and look at it and leave without committing to it. So with all the quarter struts that I've ran in the past, I've had more luck with this full strut decoy with a real fan on it than I have with anything.
And you mentioned something when we were watching your videos back today, like the fan is kind of fucked up on it.
Yeah, I set the decoy low, so I set him down real low in the ground, lower than a real bird. And if you can fuck the fan up at all, tilt it to the side or snap some feathers off of it or whatever, just to make him look kind of messed up. I don't know if it really means anything or not, but it seems to be working.
Well, it's just like taking one antler off a decoy.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you this. On a Jake fan, I know a lot of guys use real Jake fans as their decoy fans, which I'm going to do. I want to get that. You're using a DSD full strut, right?
Yep.
And you just like strap the real fan in the back, or how does it work? Yeah. Do you think a Tom sees the Jake fan and knows that's an immature bird, like in their instinctual, like?
Man, I feel like they'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every decoy you get's got a Jake style fan on it.
Yeah. I don't know if it matters or not. I mean, I've had so many mature birds work into this full fan. I've always used a full fan, and they always seem to come into it. So I don't know if it matters or not.
See, the decoy topic, and by the way, real turkey purists, you can never fucking pease them. And any way you're killing them. You know what I like to see? I just like to shoot birds, so whatever. So you don't like it, don't listen. Pretty simple. But I'd like to get more into the turkey game thing and try the full fan thing, because Andy and I spent 3.5 hours watching a bird strut in a field, and we applied so much logic to that fucking bird.
We should have filmed all the different things we talked about, because it was, I don't even know.
On how to get him?
Yeah.
What's he
thinking about? What's he doing? Why would he go over here? I mean,
why is he going over there? There's a road over there. He's going to go over there in that guy's driveway. What's he going? There's a house over there. Oh, nope. Here he comes back. All right. All right. He's already been in that field. He's going to walk over here now. Okay. Well,
he's been everywhere in this field, but where we are. Oh, he's definitely coming over here. No.
Like, why do we do that for that long? It makes it fun.
Yeah.
It makes it funner, I guess.
And then we gave up.
But my whole theory was we had the quarter strut decoy and a laying hen. I'm like, dude, if we had that fan, if we had a full fan popping at him in the wind from a distance,
because that day was.
It's the age-old question. What if?
Yeah, like I'm curious if when he went over the hills, like, well, if he comes back out, let's hurry up and throw the full fan out. If he would see that thing like, boom, like, oh, that guy's showing out over there, I'm gonna come get him. I just wonder.
You should have had that reaping decoy we used in the wind.
I told Andy about it. So same field.
Yeah.
Just spinning in a circle.
Well, there would be points where the wind would. Jordan and I watched this, and we were all hope was lost. It was opening day.
Yeah.
We put it out, and it would like the wind would hit the fan right, and it would look like the fan was like popping. Like,
yeah. It looked good.
And it looked good. And then he'd be like,
he just do a 180 as fast as he could, dude.
But that might be enough to piss a bird off.
That could be, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, fucking film that. That's so funny for some. Do you have it on film?
Yeah.
You have to pull it up and show when we get done. But like,
Dude,
we were fucking laughing. Just laughing.
When it comes to birds and decoying and like really thinking about what they're going to react to, I always think back on this hunt with Paul Biggs from Respect the Game. And he comes up on this bird after he's done hunting, and it's strutting 2 foot from his truck, looking in the chrome rim of his truck, like just sitting there full strut, looking at himself in the rim.
He's pecking it, right?
And he comes up and gets a shot at this bird at like 15 yards, walks around his tailgate and shoots at this thing. And I think he missed it. But the point is, I don't think it really fucking matters. Like what's going to work in one situation isn't going to work everywhere.
Yeah.
Like just be be flexible and move around, and you're going to get birds to work.
The strutting decoys never worked that well for me.
Well, Doug, you were always a guy on the humping decoy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's that at?
Mating pair.
Where you been with that?
I'm about to whip it out tomorrow.
Why haven't you used it already?
I used it the first time I went out, but the second time,
so
I grabbed the wrong decoy.
Talk about your experience with that, because I think this decoy is
so the DSD mating is a hen on the ground, and then the stake goes through her, and
it goes through
the jig sits on top,
and you could actually get the string.
And there's a string to the tail, and you pull it.
There's like a string on like a wind-up handle, and
you get a little freaky on it.
You wind that out to the blind, and you just sit there and pull on it.
And usually,
it looks exactly like what your bird was doing.
Most of the time, if it's more than one tom, they can't stand it. If it's usually one tom, they get a little weird. But if the dominant one would come in, but if there's more than one, they like attack the shit out of it.
Really?
It's still full of BBs from my mom, but it still works.
Hey, it still works.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
Shake a little bit.
I've killed birds over that decoy. Ross
That's the best decoy in my mind.
They look good.
Turkeys cannot stand it.
It's that one that we just it was on the Google search.
I'm gonna go to all of them.
Honestly, I think the biggest downfall of the full strut is the weight of packing it. It sucks. It's big, it's bulky, it sucks to pack around, but I just have so much luck with it, I keep using it.
Pairs and flocks.
We filmed this, or Kurt filmed this.
The mating pair right there.
That bird humping air forever.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids are in the blind, and I was like, oh, look, he's breeding a hen. And Kurt's like, there's no hen.
I got it on film.
He's
You're like, he's just out there doing it. And then I'm like, I can't see her. Maybe there's like a cut in that field. And all of a sudden he just goes back to strut. And I'm like, nah, your boy's out there just humping air. So DSD, not a sponsor. The mating pair, they are expensive. Leg up pair.
Imagine carrying a turkey flock.
What's the difference? Oh, breeding pair, mating pair.
I carry 3 decoys with me.
The mating one is the one that like allows it to move.
Yeah. The full strutter is heavy.
We're gonna try it tomorrow.
And then I carry the breeder hen, and then I carry a feeder with me.
The custom flock strutter is $630.
I think that's
but it's on sale.
You get 3 birds with it, right?
It was $689.
You get 4 decoys.
Oh.
You get 4 decoys of your choice.
I thought that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
aren't they full?
I see. I don't know. I kind of like that quarter strut. I feel like that somehow pisses them off too.
Yeah, that's what we've been using.
Yeah, it seems to work a lot.
If you get the right head on it. I forget, the cartel guys talked about it. And I was like,
yeah,
I switched the head on my
think
decoy.
That's
and
the move.
Ever since then, it's been
preening.
Great.
I was watching a hen do this. What is preening?
They're like cleaning themselves.
Yeah.
Picking ticks off and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool decoy.
Yeah.
They're sleeping.
Dude, they got everything
That's
out.
how I liked it.
They got the smoke series. They got all kinds of
I
crazy
saw that.
shit.
They made a smoke series.
Yeah,
It's
what?
It looks badass, but I don't know if I'd use it.
No one's gonna buy
What do you
that.
mean?
It's cool looking, like a smoke color phase decoy.
Oh.
It looks cool.
Yeah, but those turkeys aren't around very often.
This posturing Jake is sick. I bet you that'd be effective.
Yeah, the times like, oh shit, he's in a fire.
Yeah, why would someone buy that?
Well, they only made a certain amount of them.
It's a collectible thing,
give a
people.
shit.
It was like all like auction style.
Yeah.
I'd rather shoot one.
So Avian X and DSD are probably the top 2 conversations
I would say so.
in turkeys, right? Because we got our Avian X stuff from Black Ovis.
One of my hens is
Use
an
code
Avian
WCB.
X.
They're on Camofire a lot too.
Dude, for the money, they're a really good looking decoy.
Because we're rocking I have the LCD laydown hen.
Yeah, I think we
actually
have
bought it off Austin.
We have that HDR Jake, I think.
That's what you're using?
The interchangeable
HDR
head?
Jake, and then we usually use that LCD feeder hen.
Yeah.
Mine's a little bent up, and I just put it underneath the decoy. Jordan questioned me on it today, but did it work?
I thought we had a quarter.
No, I questioned it
Did
after
it work?
after it worked. I was
Okay.
like, "What's wrong with this head?"
Yeah.
Dude, them HDR decoys are fucking badass.
Yeah.
So this Avian X HDR strutter, $269 on sale. That looks fantastic. And you can put your own fan on it, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
That looks great.
It looks a lot lighter than the DSD. I mean, it's like half the size of the DSD.
Thing's got a beard on him.
Hey, does he got fucking
I
rope?
shoot him.
He got spurs too. Look.
Dang.
Yeah, the legs are very
See?
realistic.
2 inches there.
Well, was it Tyler Breen talking about
Yeah, they look for the.
they look at the spurs, they're looking at the weapon And that when another Tom approaches, they kind of eyeball that.
They know because when we changed the head on our Jake decoy, it was like,
Yeah.
I mean, complete difference. I must have had the wrong one on for
no shit,
like a year. And I mean, like they'd come in, see it, and just
What's the
kinda,
right one?
I don't know.
It comes
It's
with
like,
two, and
it's more alert, I guess I would call it alert. Like the head's more up rather than like where
It's got to say
almost
on
looks
here
like
which
it's
heads it
strutting.
comes with.
Yeah.
we heard someone talk about it, and as
It was
soon
the
as
cartel. I remember it was the cartel.
It's the one with like the
podcast.
combat
As
smooth.
soon as we switched it out,
It's that one. That one right there.
Oh.
So it goes from, I have that one on. Head
You
up.
have that one. Same
Yeah.
as me. Yeah.
That's the one
It
we
comes with both of them.
That's with
Yeah.
all the shrinkled up snood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it made a huge
It did.
difference. When
He's
we
ready for
changed.
combat.
I don't know why, but it worked.
The LCD strutter looks.
What the hell?
Yeah, suck this thing in here.
Check it out.
I'm trying to see if they have the. I really like that half strut Jake.
That one?
Yeah.
It's got 5-star. One review.
Put a goose out there.
You ever use the funky chicken? Go down. I've used it and I've killed a bird off it.
That long neck
Really?
thing right here.
Yeah.
Really?
They hate that fucking thing.
I hate it too. Just
Yeah,
looking at it.
I don't really
Dude,
like
if it pisses you off, you know it's gonna piss a turkey off.
But that decoy looks good for $130.
That's hell of a lot cheaper than the DSD.
And so, would you put a Jake fan or a full fan on that?
I would do
Whatever
it,
I
Jake.
had.
I would do Jake too.
I'm a fan. I like it. Cool.
Go over to
You're a
blackovus.com,
fan?
save some
I'm
money.
a fan.
Yeah, you can AVNX LCD strutter turkey decoy. You can use code WCB on that right now at blackovus.com. Save yourself some money.
It's on sale already.
Here, look at the color. Brown.
I like it.
I would have guessed brown.
So, Austin, you're just a stud. You're tagged out on birds for this
Well,
year.
appreciate that.
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Killing it. Yeah, tell us about what's your favorite of all three.
The Lord.
Honestly, the hunt that sticks out to me the most was the morning that I didn't kill anything. I had 4 birds work in, and I was showing you guys the footage of this earlier. Big birds, like monster beards, big, mature, like 3-4-year-old birds.
Huge hooks.
4 of them coming in at the same time, and they all come in to like 12 yards. They're like 3-4 yards from my decoy, and I don't know if they saw me or they didn't like something with the decoy, or I didn't know it at the time, but there was a 5th bird working in from my left side, and they work off to the right, and I hear something, and I looked over to my left, and this other bird comes in, jumps on my decoy, and breaks the stake off of it. And the decoy's flopping around on the ground, and he takes off running, and then those 4 take
He's
off
like, I kicked that guy's ass.
Yeah.
See what I just did?
I'm just like, well,
You guys see that?
He's walking away like this.
that fell apart really fucking fast. Had 5 birds within 12 yards and didn't kill any of them. So that's the hunt that I remembered the most.
video's crazy because you got 4 long beards coming in.
I'm just picturing a
Did you
slumbo
mark that?
of all them walking in. Like,
Did you mark the one that broke your decoy?
No,
Like, you're going down,
he
buddy.
was a bitch compared to the other 4. They were monsters.
He sneak attacked?
Yeah. So I'm stoked to get
Sucker
down there
punch?
this weekend and kill one of them big ones because I know there's some good birds down there.
No,
I'll do it.
Austin said I get the big one.
Why?
I don't know.
are you going to bow kill one, though?
Yeah, Jordan been talking a lot of shit.
Jordan's already got this necklace. I think we might need to get somebody else.
What if Doug bow kills one and beats you?
I'll shoot it out from underneath Doug.
You can't.
I'll punch him. I'll punch his trigger so he
I'll
can't
cut your
kill it.
strings.
I'll cut your strings first. Then we'll both have teeth again.
Yeah, now we're screwed.
You rich motherfucker, buy another one. Are you going to bow them?
We're going to try.
No, I don't like that attitude.
I'm using a bow
Friday. They get
That's it.
Friday.
Hold on.
Friday's bow day.
Let's try this again. Hey, you're going to bow them?
Yes.
Yeah, Friday.
I think if
They're
they're,
gonna double
I think if
on
they're setting
Friday.
with me, they got to bring a bow.
Oh, wow.
That's
see.
That's rules. Are
What are you using,
you
Scotty?
making that rule?
Yeah. If anybody wants to hunt with
What
me,
are you
they're
gonna
bringing the
use?
bow.
All right, so 5th season, I'm bringing my Hoyt. Okay.
Probably try my recurve on Friday.
Yeah, good luck.
Hell yeah.
I'm just kidding. I hope you get one. That'd be sick.
Me and Scotty might team up. If he's going to shoot one with the recurve, I want to go with Scotty.
Get out the old Hoyt.
Just make sure you wake
All right, me and Jordan are going to Jurassic Park then
And if they hang up at 50, I'm dumping them.
with an arrow.
No.
He's hung up down at.
I'm just like this. Oh,
Jordan, no, bam.
What are we going to do? Oh, my God.
I love that. Okay. We're building up to the big hunt.
Oh,
the big
Are we
one.
there? Are we at the big hunt? Or do you want to talk about actually
we only
shooting
heard
any birds?
we didn't hear about a single shot.
Yeah.
All we heard about was when they got away. Tell me about something dying.
What? Which one?
All of them.
We got 3. This morning's hunt was cool. I've been getting pictures of the same group of birds coming in. I've got a black gate set up like 150 yards from my ground blind. The last 2 mornings they've been in there at 6:30 to 6:45, like right off the roost. They're working this camera. I'm like, well, shit, this is in the bag. I'll just go sit there and call once and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. They're going to come right down the pipe and it's going to be over. So
shoot them in the guts.
Didn't hear a fucking gobble anywhere close to me. They're all 500 yards down in the bottom.
Above me.
So I'm like, I'm in the strut spot, right? I know there's been birds in here. If I have to park it till noon, I'm just going to sit here and park it and wait. So I call aggressive, which I'm aggressive as maybe 3 or 4 yelps at 6:15 to 6:30, just to let them know I'm there. And pretty dead, no responses. And it's like, God, I don't know, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Right behind me, one rips off. And this is weird because my four-wheeler is like in between me and the gobble. So he's already kind of working his way in. So I got the camera on me because I can't get it out the back window, and I'm kind of talking to the camera and peek my head out the little slit, and I can see him. He pressed the knob at like 100 yards, and he's looking down on the decoy set. I'm like, okay, he's looking. I'm giving the play-by-play on the camera. I'm like, all right, he's looking at the decoys, and then I'm looking, I'm fumbling around on my GoPro, and I'm like, oh God, he's running in now. He's like, when I look down, he's like 70 yards on a full sprint.
Just titties flopping.
Like, okay, it's time. Let's get ready. Flip the camera around, and when he comes by, he's like 3 yards from the blind. Right, he almost rubs the blind, comes right past the blind, and right up to the decoy and starts working it. And I pull back. I was actually going to shoot him right off the rip. I'm like, maybe I'll pass him because the spurs aren't that big. I'm getting picky now, right? This is my last tag.
What the hell?
I let up and I'm zooming in on him. I'm really getting it. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
It's a long beard on my decoy. I'm going to shoot this thing.
Yeah.
So after a minute or two, I zoom back out and I draw back and he kind of sketches and he goes just barely, like half of him's in frame, half of him's out of frame. I'm like, I'll get cocky. I'll go for the headshot. So his head's right there, and I got the turkey wrecker on, and it just zips right through him, and he just flops over and just starts doing circles. So I'm like, well, I guess that worked.
Headshot. Cocky.
That is cocky.
Headshot with the new head, and go out, and the head hadn't even deployed because it zipped through him so fast. I don't think there was enough material there to catch the blades, but there's just a hole about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch wide, like right through, like right under his skull, right through like the neck.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You didn't like hit him in the base of the neck where the mass is. You full blown.
I was going for the head.
You like juglered him.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm either missing or I'm acing this thing.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Good work. Cocky.
It was cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Good
bro.
job, Austin.
Yeah,
what
congrats.
a season Austin had. That's the best turkey season ever.
Thank you.
That's for archery, turkey.
3.
Yeah. Shit, dude. 3 flawless ones.
Yeah.
Taking out and then taking out with a headshot.
Yeah.
Oof.
I had a first season, a second season, and a landowner tag, and I was done by the 23rd of April. So I think we started on the 14th. So in a 9-day span, I was done.
That's impressive.
It was fun.
And then Lee shot a bird this morning.
Yep.
I don't know the full story, but I know he had a bird come in on decoys, and it was what he wanted. So
Yep.
And he'll tell you he's not a turkey guy. So I think he's going to become one.
Yeah.
It's not hard to become one.
He's slowly getting there like me.
I'm becoming one. And I've been saying that for a couple of years.
Yeah,
But
I think you are one.
He is one.
I am
I
one
think
now.
you're
He doesn't like to give himself credit.
You've been
for
saying
his
it for a couple
calling.
of years now.
Yeah.
You are one.
Yeah, it got me.
You're in there.
I got him hooked off the rip with that decap shot on the hopper farm. That was kind of
started there,
That's what turkey hunting.
I do want to do that.
Well,
someday.
for the longest time, I didn't know like the decoy game. I didn't understand. I still don't understand like all the calling stuff, whatever. But I kind of like half deer hunt them, half turkey hunt them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever.
That's fun.
Hey, it works. It works.
Yeah, whatever. Austin thinks I'm too aggressive. That's fine. I'll take that.
Hey, if it works,
You
it
got a
works,
bird.
man. As long as he's in the back of the truck, it don't matter.
All I know is I can't sit there and not call. That's for sure.
That's kind of a tough part because you hear them gobble, you wanna get back at them, and I've had more luck just shutting up and not saying anything to them.
I'm with Doug.
Yeah. I'm coming back tenfold, actually.
Hell yeah! I've been back hard.
I've been better at that, and I think Rachel and Andy have. Not that one night it was really that one day it was really windy, and that bird was way out there. Like we don't know if he can hear us, so we were yap 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 yap.
I mean, hitting as loud as we could.
Yeah,
sound pretty good.
That would be the day I was hunting your farm on the other side, right?
Yeah.
No.
This is that morning. Yeah,
because then really windy.
Yeah.
Because I texted you, I was like,
that's when we left and went to the other spot.
No, the first day when it was really windy.
I know we left that spot and went to another spot.
You left and went.
Well, anyway, when it was really windy, I texted you. I was like, "Can you hear my calling?" And you're like, "No." Can you hear mine? I said, "No." And I'm like, I was trying to be super loud that day, and we weren't that far apart.
What, 300 yards apart, maybe.
It's a little more, I think. Yeah, once you're in there, but it's dense in there though.
It was a really cold morning, by the way, and the guys went to the blind and didn't let me go with them, and I had to sit out in the cold
didn't let you
by myself.
Of course we didn't.
I thought we
sit outside.
And I guess to be fair, like when Kurt and I both got out of the blind, we're like, "Oh shit, it's kind of cold out here this morning." As we got out,
that bitch has been out here all morning.
glad we're out of the wind.
I didn't pack any warm clothes whatsoever. Yeah. It was not fun.
Yeah, we hit the wind.
I was like, "Ooh, it's a little nippy."
We're putting the decoys back in the bag. I'm like, "Man, that bitch has been outside all morning."
That sucks.
She'll be freezing.
Yeah, that sucks. And then we went to a Grizzly box blind afterwards and watching turkey strip for 3 hours on a field. And that was we get out there and I'm like, there ain't no fucking birds out here. We'll try it anyway. And Andy's like, Kurt, I see a strutter
right across from us.
Right there.
I'm like, no, you don't. Where?
Yeah.
Get some glasses.
Yeah, no shit. I did see some birds from a distance.
You did. You outspotted me on all the other birds besides that one.
See, your sight can't be that bad.
No, and that's what I don't understand. Like he says it's bad, but then he would see, you drive down the road, he's, oh, look at that deer. How'd you see that? If you got bad vision.
It's not that bad.
Maybe he's just got game vision.
Got what?
Vision. Like, wild game vision. You see that stuff very
well. May says, I have the color of deer in my eye.
Ooh, I like that saying.
But you think you mean you have the eye for it.
That was very well put.
He says, I have the color of deer in my eye.
Wow.
Like, well,
perfect.
Sounds cool the way you say it, actually.
Yeah. I can't see, but that sounded cool.
Yeah. Where are we at now? Okay, so we fucked up all week. It was a lot of fun, though. That's what turkey hunting's for. Austin,
we had fun.
Austin ran a clinic on all our asses.
Yeah.
How long have you been killing turkeys for?
97 was my first one.
I was 7. God damn. Jordan wasn't even
97.
Jordan wasn't even
my first
sperm
one.
at that point.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, 98. Probably 98. I was 12.
Huh?
I could have been lingering.
Nah.
I'm probably with Austin. I was about the same year as when I started. I was 12 when I killed my first gobbler, so I was born in 83. What's that make? 95?
95.
Yep.
95.
Yeah, you might have beat me by a couple of years.
I'm over here yelping at fucking birds
And
all
actually,
shitty.
last year,
a turkey legend.
Yeah, last year I killed my best one ever until today.
today.
And
Dude, that's badass.
That's your best one ever?
Yeah.
Biggest bird ever?
Hey.
Story incoming.
But before that was my first ever turkey. Was my best one. Like
Really?
Pennsylvania, we have hard winters, so like 10-inch beard's not very common. And
Because beard rot, right?
Yeah,
That's a
and
thing.
my dad always said to me, he's like, if you kill 10-inch beard, I'll get him mounted for you. And the first bird I ever killed was on the last day of the season. It had 10 and 1/16 inch beard. And I was like, oh, we're getting him mounted, And yes, I still have that bird mounted. And I have never killed a 10-incher until last year. You know, beyond that one, it was like I got a bunch of 9, 9.5, but we just don't get the long ones. And last year in PA, I did kill one that went 11 inches because we had a mild winter. Made a huge difference. And then today, Rach and I had.
What was your beard length? Oh, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
So Jordan finally showed up to camp.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you were coming, and you showed up with all your camo and your camera. Which
Yeah, because
So we went to Mexican.
I came.
That was a good luck.
I was coming to
Yeah.
work, and then I was like, well, Rachel and Andy are there. I better bring my camo.
Yeah, because I already had hit you up because I wanted you to come to the fish fry last week, and you're like, oh, I can't come, I'm busy.
Busy
My
getting pussy
girlfriend.
No,
yeah.
I had to work
Bullshit.
again. I did.
Okay,
Otherwise, Kurt would hurt me. Take my chain away.
fair enough.
But yeah, I showed up, brought my camo.
Yeah.
Last night we went and had a
Gave
phenomenal.
Scotty a hard
Mexican.
time because Jordan actually wakes up to hunt and you don't.
Good thing about Jordan work for you is he doesn't drink. Unless we're at a strip club.
Well, he had one margarita last night.
Oh, can I not say that?
Yeah.
I've never been.
You had a margarita last night?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Never mind.
Okay.
Keep going.
When Jordan drinks,
to the gentleman's club? No, you never been there. Yeah.
Never heard
But
of her.
first, before Mexican, we went and sighted my gun in.
Oh, yeah. We should talk about that. Jordan may have...
So
his gun got bumped and
Yeah.
it was off, and then he got mad, threw it back down on the ground, knocked it back on. So we went out and verified that yesterday at Kurt's house.
Yep, it's back on.
He goes, let's go shoot my gun. I want to make sure it's on. And by this point in the week, we didn't have much time. So I was like, all right, I want to borrow your gun, but I'd also, if you've just missed
5 turkeys,
more than one bird.
5. Let's settle down.
Doug, let's just say more than one bird.
It's 2.
You know, maybe we should just check the
2
zero
birds,
on
Eric.
it.
How many shots?
Okay. Well, I'll just get this out of the way now.
Just do it.
So it was it was second day of the Iowa season because I filmed Kurt first day. I get out there, I get to where I want to be, and there's not a gobble anywhere. It's like so windy, it's terrible. I'm sitting there, it's cold. I want to go home. I'm sad. And so I just sit there, and then finally one gobbles. It's like 7 o'clock before I heard a gobble. And I'm like, this is terrible. So I call at him. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's like, he just keeps working down into the bottom, blah, 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 whatever. Then they shut up. And I'm like, I'm not going to go try to sneak on them. But so I back out. I always like to drive the fields around where I hunt if I'm not seeing anything. And if I see one, then I can make a move on one. No birds in the field, obviously, because why would they be?
Mm-hmm.
They hate me. And then I go back to another spot. I put my decoys out. It's like the middle of the day in Iowa, so I can hunt all day. And I'm sitting there. I call. I take a nap. I wake up, my mouth call fell out of my mouth while I was taking a nap, and then I lost it.
That happens.
Choking die.
That happens.
I lost it. It was my favorite one. I think it was the Aztec Warrior.
Was it the Aztec Warrior?
It was. But
you really lost it?
I literally,
like it's gone?
I could not find it. I don't know if I may have swallowed
Isn't the Aztec Warrior blue?
No, it's gray and.
Oh, right.
You're talking about the Aztec Warrior?
But
you ate it for
I could have swallowed it because I don't know where it is.
You get the hiccups bad, you just start yelping.
You just fart. Yeah, you fart just.
But I wake up, I sit there a little bit longer. Then I see a Jake. Well, at first I see a red head, and I'm like, all right, here we go. It's a dumb Jake. I couldn't even see his beard. That's how small it was. It was horrible. He works in, comes in, works off.
Hate that.
And then he's gone. And then the hen comes in. There's no gobbles. It's windy. I hunt literally all day for a fucking turkey. And then I finally go to my food plot because I know I've had birds come through there to go to roost. And I wasn't expecting to even see one. I just was going to wait and see where they roosted for the next morning. And all of a sudden, 10 minutes before legal shooting light ends, here comes one. Walking in, just a rope swinging. He gets behind a tree. I put my gun up, gets past the tree. He's like at 35. Shoot. Jumps in the air, runs at me, goes into the bush. I reload another one. I know he's going to run back across the food plot to go to
Because you have a
roost.
single shotgun.
Because I have a single shotgun. Yes. And then he runs out to like 40, stops, shoot again. Flies a little bit, then starts running. And then I go look at, before I started to look, I threw my gun and then took my vest off and then threw it. And then
taught her the lesson.
And then I was like, I was so fucking mad.
Man,
and
to see Jordan like actually pissed would be a sight.
You threw
to
your
see.
gun?
I threw my gun and I threw my vest.
Wow. Double disrespect.
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect over here.
I didn't even grab my gun. I didn't even care if I left my gun on the ground and went and looked to see if I hit the turkey. That's how much I didn't care anymore.
Turns out you were not the father.
Turns out I didn't hit the turkey at all. There's no feathers. There was nothing, and he ran away perfectly fine.
What happened, Jordan?
I think, like I said,
it was off.
It was off.
And you threw it back.
And then when I threw it, it turned it back, like bumped it right back into place. Or our
makes sense.
other theory is
Hypothesis.
Yep. After I missed, I had a dream about missing, and then I went in my sleep, readjusted my sight, and now it's on.
So you like slept walk and adjusted it. Okay, got you.
So you shot it and tested it, and then
the other theory is I just missed
it.
twice.
Yeah,
that's the other theory.
The ghost fix it is a more believable story.
Yeah.
I'm going with the second one.
The ghost.
Yeah, where you slept walk and fixed
I
it.
think the ghost.
I think the ghost is probably a good turkey hunter, and he's like, "What a fucking homo! I'm gonna fix this for him."
But so we go to Kurt's house. We shoot the gun. It's dead on. Like, it can't be more on.
No, I was like, wow, that's the tightest pattern I've seen on a 20 gauge. Like that. No wonder you missed at close distance because
it is pretty tight.
The pattern was so tight. Like if that bird moved,
It's not tight enough to excuse 3 misses in 1 year.
No, but I'm trying to make you feel better.
No, but it won't. It doesn't.
All right, you
I'll
fucked
never
up.
feel better.
I will say it is interesting getting a phone call from Jordan and hearing him like super pissed.
Yeah.
I think he says he's gonna kill himself about 5 times.
I did say that.
And I was like,
I'm gonna end it all.
I was like, well, you'll miss.
But
That's not cool. You can't joke. You can't.
Bad timing.
No. That didn't happen. Keep going.
Too soon?
Here, hold on. Let me make another bad joke. Just keep
Jesus,
going.
Doug.
No, that was a good joke, but if you caught it, you caught it. If you don't, we don't need to repeat it. Keep going.
okay, but anyway.
Sensitive to some ears. Personally, I would have made that joke, but
All right, let's move on.
It's hilarious.
It's all right, Doug. But yeah, I was really upset. And actually, that night, I did go to sleep before my girlfriend got home. And when she walked in the door, like into our room,
you beat her.
No, no. Listen to this. She said,
That
I was
joke could be bad to
asleep.
some.
Also not a good joke.
I was asleep.
Sorry.
And
Guys.
We're unhinged right now.
I did not beat my girlfriend.
Hinges
but-
off.
Do as I say, not as I do.
All right.
You're
That
late.
That was pretty funny. Come on.
Got it, buddy.
Sorry, Jordan.
Okay, but I didn't do that.
I know you
Okay.
can. You're a sweet
She
man.
opens the door, and apparently in my sleep I say, "That's a big mistake." There's a turkey over there, and then that's all I said, and I was. But that's how much it messed me up, dude. I was dreaming about this goddamn
Bro,
turkey.
It's hitting you in your REM.
Yeah, dude. Like
Your REM sleeping. Having,
you don't like. It felt like my girlfriend cheated on me. That's like how bad it felt.
brother.
Jesus.
I've been there, dude.
Hey,
I've been
we've
there
all-
for whitetail, hitting whitetails bad.
Like,
I bet.
We've all been
You know
there.
what's crazy? I didn't tell anyone this yet, but when we came home from that hunt with the kids, everyone took a nap in the bunk room. We slept for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I had a dream about
Yeah.
the turkey I hit.
Dude.
It like, I woke up thinking it was like real. Why do we do that?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Well, you don't take it lightly. That's the thing.
No.
Like, we're
No?
joking around right now,
Yeah.
but anytime that happens, we're joking around to entertain, right? Like we don't,
Yeah, we actually care.
Yeah,
even
we-
though we do this shit
Yeah.
when we're not on the podcast, but we're doing that to make the
nightmare
listener
zone.
laugh because it makes it more fun for the listener. But that shit does haunt you.
It like
Dude,
does.
it's
Because you want to be efficient. Like, even if you miss with like a shotgun, do some BVs hit it? Do none? Do
Yeah.
like what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it still bothers your psyche.
Oh yeah, especially after sitting an all-day sit for a turkey. That one hurt.
Yeah, all day.
Oh yeah,
all
Jordan
day's rough.
sat dark to dark basically.
Yeah. I went and got lunch, but that was it.
And you lost
In my
your
car.
Hey,
And then I went back out.
And took a nap.
brother.
Well, in the woods, but yeah.
I mad credit. You are into turkeys, and I do enjoy it.
But yeah, so we shoot the gun. It's dead on, and I'm like, Andy, I need you to shoot this gun. I need to see a turkey die from the barrel of this
We need,
shotgun.
we need to put faith back in the gun.
We just need to put notch number 6 up.
Yep.
Yep. And I said, I'm your guy.
Yep.
And it
So we went.
turned out to be Jordan's best day ever.
It actually was one of the best days I've ever had in my entire
So
life.
we went and had a great Mexican
Wow.
dinner.
Right?
Went and had a great Mexican dinner, and then we thought, well, we should go to this farm and see if we can locate birds the night before, just so we have an idea. And we went there, and we were pleasantly surprised with the number of birds that we heard. Right?
Yep.
Blown away.
Yeah.
It's like Jurassic Park over there.
And then
It's-
Rachel's picking 4-leaf clovers,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden we hear mountain beasts in the shed
Oh yeah.
going to war.
Yeah.
I think a cat was fighting a raccoon.
Oh my god, it was like one of the scariest sounds I've
And
ever.
I run to the problem.
And I run and
nowhere to
follow
be
him
fine. I'm like,
with the
I want to
camera.
see what's going on, you know?
I run and follow him with the camera. We should probably watch it because it's
Thought you
like
were gonna see Bigfoot or
it's
something.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, they run towards the screaming noises.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Like, what could it be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to investigate.
It's not going to kill
They
me.
never saw anything. I texted the landowner. I was like, I think a cat is fighting a raccoon in your shed. And he's like, oh, yeah, there's a lot of them. I got to get rid of them.
It's old Tommy the Tomcat
Like-
in there just
Yeah.
scrapping.
Like,
pins.
it's just normal
Holding
shit.
this ground.
It was terrifying.
Really weird noises.
But
Anyway, we roosted a bunch of birds.
Well,
We had a
yeah.
good plan for morning. We felt really good about it. We went in there this morning. Of course, they make me.
Well, you had one more hunt on the farm than us, so let's just start there because you said, I know where we should go in the morning. Right, Jordan?
I've
The night
had
before?
zero. I've never even seen the farm.
I've been there
took us-
once, and I said, all right, you know where this opening is tomorrow morning because we'd heard these birds that weren't far from where we were, let's say 300 yards behind where we listened. And, all right, we're going to go there in the morning. So we went in there in the morning.
I will
and
say I took us to the exact right spot because had we gone any further, we would have busted them.
But it
And
wasn't a good spot.
They literally flew right down to us. They were jakes.
Yeah.
And
There was a
Well,
longbeard there
when-
too, but he just didn't.
I'm glad the longbeard didn't come in there because
it was not.
all I could see was top of heads. When the sun
Yeah.
came up, I was like, ooh.
It was
this
not as
isn't good.
open as I thought. Like once you sat down, like all the
Yeah, because that was
undergrowth was
I
like a
called
good
little-
3 feet tall, and you're like, ugh.
Which has happened in the last 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
So-
called a little bit, and that those two jakes showed up, and I mean, honestly, they were no more than here to the end of the door
Yeah.
when I first saw them. And I'm like, holy shit! I yelped like 30 seconds before that, and these birds are at 7 yards, and I'm like, oh boy.
So I just
and,
see the red heads, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Are we shooting?"
and I
he
said no, and
thought he
I
said
heard
yes.
click. And she's like, yes. And I'm like, whoa, that was her safety. I'm like, no. You know, I yelled it at her like, no, we're not fucking shooting jakes right now, you know?
I thought you
could
said go, Bo, go.
Yeah, there was still a bird
Bo,
over there.
no.
Yeah.
Started blasting.
Yeah, she like started blasting. Yeah, she wants to shoot.
I like to shoot, but so we passed the jakes against my judgment.
Against your judgment.
And then
They actually came in a couple times.
there was yeah, they did come in a couple times. There's Tom that kept firing off right below us, but then I think he already had a hen and he just didn't want to come up. And I got sick of sitting there. The bugs came out today, first day of the bugs, and I was getting eaten alive and my butt hurt and I was over turkey hunting and I just wanted to go to breakfast. And so we got up and moved.
So we moved one spot. We
didn't move very far.
We didn't move far.
No, a couple hundred
we went to
yards.
the spot we probably should have started with, but we would have been walking past birds to get to birds to go. But anyway, we find a really nice big time clover plot, and
No, we started one other place first because we
Well-
tried and we heard the birds gobbling, but then as
They
soon
just
as
shut up.
Yeah, we called. They shut up. I don't know if they saw. I don't think they saw us, but
They may have heard us. I don't know.
yeah, who knows
They
what
got
really
weird.
happened? Then we saw wood ducks fly in the tree.
It was pretty cool. I got
Yeah.
some cool footage of some wood
Hey,
ducks.
but you saw a goose fly in a tree with
I
me.
did see a goose fly in a tree at Kurt's farm.
Really?
Hand on a Bible. I couldn't fucking believe it.
What the hell?
You don't see that
some,
every day.
I've seen some shit on his farm. And let me tell you,
Dude, we heard some
goose.
noises on
Hey,
the farm.
I
What was
know.
It landed in the tree?
It landed in the
What
tree.
the fuck?
Yep.
hey, I'm so good I can roost geese.
They thought it was a goose call.
What call were you using again?
Cartel goose.
Cartel gooser.
Yeah, the gooser. Hey, look,
the gooser.
some weird shit goes down on Daddy's place.
Yeah.
What?
I want to go.
anyway,
But we stood up and we were like figuring out where to go.
And we were
And
actually arguing about which direction.
No one could make up their mind. We didn't know which way we wanted to go because there was birds
I wanted
gobbling
to
everywhere.
go, let's say, to the right.
Yeah.
Rach wanted to go behind us. And then since we
Where'd you
don't
go,
hunt
Jordan?
a lot together, and when we do, let's just say we don't always make the same decisions or want
we
to do
don't
the
hunt
same
well
thing.
together. We really don't. We never hunt.
No,
together.
not great.
Jordan, would
but-
you agree with that?
It was all right. But they asked me, they're like, where do you want to go? I was like, we should go that way. We walk for like 3 minutes. They're hammering.
They're hammering.
Wow,
So-
Jordan he has a feel for it.
and then we're looking,
might have been
and
lucky.
sure enough,
Feel
there's
it
a
deep in his plum.
I saw a blind. I'm like, hey, do you guys just want to go to that blind? Like, yeah. So we hopped in the blind,
put the decoys
set up
out.
decoys, and they were coming. I
Yeah,
mean,
they hammered us quite a bit. I mean, I'm like Doug. I like to call to birds, not. I want to hear them. So we went after them for a little bit.
Talk to them.
Yeah, probably took us maybe.
well,
Got there
20 minutes, maybe.
20 minutes. Yeah.
Cover your ears.
But
I want to hear this.
it seemed like they went past us, and we're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, they kinda
But they
made a
were on
loop.
the other side of like some tall grasses, and I think they just didn't want to come through the tall grasses. They like looped all the way around, so they.
I hate when they do stupid shit.
Yeah, but pretty soon, like I saw their heads pop up. I'm like, "Here we go."
Jordan gets all excited. So Jordan's in the middle of this blind in between. I'm on the left and Rachel's on the right, and he goes, "There's their beady little fucking heads." I'm like, "Oh, jeez." You know?
He's a different animal.
He's a real different animal when you're hunting turkeys. And
mad at them.
yeah, so here they come, and they just start bebopping down the field. And I'll let you take it, Rach, because you get real excited.
Andy's on the left, I'm on the right, and I was like, just let him get to the decoys were too close. First of all, they were like 15 yards, but whatever. So we both had guns, but so I'm like, let him get to the decoys.
Not even
It seemed like
30 seconds later. You want to shoot him?
Yeah, and I'm looking down, and I got Jordan's gun.
That's on film. You can't fucking.
I'm not denying it, but they were at like 30 yards, which we could both.
Oh, yeah,
shoot.
they were for sure
Like,
in range.
They were in range, and they're just standing there at 30 yards. And I'm like, let's
So
just
she
shoot
already
them.
had the gun out the window of the blind, and mine's on the ground still. And I'm like, okay, hold on 1 second. So I go and I look at Jordan's got a nice red dot on his shotgun. So I'm looking and I could see it in the blind, like against the black. But as soon as I pulled it up where it was light, I couldn't see the fucking red dot anymore. I'm like, oh shit. So I made her wait a second as I got the scope back to where I could see it.
We turned like
And-
the volume up on the dot. Yeah.
yeah. So I turned it up, turned the intensity up to where I could see it, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. And
We had already agreed that we would shoot on 3.
yeah, so we're saying, I said, which one are you going to shoot? And she said, I'll shoot right, you shoot left.
Oh, yeah.
And as they're coming in, she's going to shoot this bird on the right. And I'm
It's
looking
the
at the
better
birds
bird.
and I'm going, fuck, that's a nicer bird. I could see the better hooks, looked like he had a better beard, you know? Well, then when she said that, the birds kind of did the old switcheroo, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I like this. And
You didn't
I'm
say
like,
anything
okay.
aloud, did you?
Yeah, I go, okay, whenever you're ready. And
I'm ready now.
yeah, now I'm ready. So Rach started the countdown, and
We both shot exactly on
Dude.
3, and the footage is insane.
It's the most perfect double I think I've ever seen.
It don't get
It
better.
do-
The timing.
the timing between one pattern and the other pattern hitting the turkeys is one frame.
Which is how, like what?
Out
It's
of
like
120.
at 120 frames a second.
yeah.
So
So,
it's
do the math.
120th of a second.
Yeah.
So legitimately, you can slow, like, because we watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't be more mad at a couple of turkeys when you're
No,
shooting them.
and Jordan's
That was
gun that was off
revenge.
is on.
It was on.
It's
Yeah.
like
The whole, like, Jordan's gun, so he is shooting TSS, and what we figure there's like 900.
No, that's an
Oh.
Eric's 10
No,
gauge
that's an-
TSS. I don't know how many's
There's
in
like-
mine.
That's a
but
big
like,
still.
you can, it
Enough.
looks
You can
like,
see the pattern in the slow motion. Andy puts the full pattern and just squares it up
His
with
brain.
with his face, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It
looks,
never flopped.
There's nothing in the feathers. It's all in the head.
Just boom.
well, you can see in the double when you slow it down 120, and you can see a cloud.
it's a cloud hitting him, and it looks like it takes his head off. It doesn't,
Yeah.
but it looks like it takes
I
his
can't
head
believe
there.
it didn't.
I can't
Yeah.
either.
The wad almost hit the bird on the left. It almost hit that bird in the
Yeah.
fucking face.
That was
Oh, like Rachel's, she put it right on the base of the neck, right, perfect, and you could just see like,
Oh, it folds his head
yeah,
over.
Folds his head.
he's
Yeah.
done. But Andy's, we was mad, dude. He like just the full.
Was your beak busted on yours?
I didn't even look.
I don't know, but it
had to have been.
was
it
all
was
fucked up.
so it was perfect.
It's
It was
crazy that
violent.
it's
Yeah.
like in the photo it's intact and
Yeah,
fine.
like and actually
How is it not
Andy's is
obliterated?
way less bloody than Rachel's.
Yeah.
Would you see Bill
Yeah.
Burgriff's, our buddy from, I don't want to say the town, but Bill Burgriff?
I think I did. It was his
Dude.
destroyed.
Yeah, there's like, the head is like 3 foot long.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all elongated, hanging over a log like that. I'm like, God damn. And I'm assuming it's a shotgun kill. Maybe it's not. Maybe like hit with a decap style, but I can't believe both your guys' birds are that way. I can't believe yours has a neck, Rachel.
Yeah.
It was fun, and then we just freaked out,
Oh,
like,
dude.
Yeah, we
because
kept-
they just
I went
just
flying out of the
laid down.
blind, and
I fly out of the blind after Andy, and I go up to Rachel's bird, and I see the spurs, and it's still flopping, and I get way too excited.
He
I go
goes to grab
to
it,
grab
yeah.
it. It spurs me a little bit. I still grab it, and I hate it to Rachel. I'm like, look at those spurs. Like I pulled like a full Tyler Breed. It was like
you brained it.
Yeah.
And both of them, as the Cartel Boys would say, are hook.
Yeah.
And
they're both
Yeah,
big birds.
we hung them both off that
Yeah.
fence post for pictures, and they stayed.
And then all like as we're celebrating, Andy's like, mine's got 2 beards.
Oh yeah. Yep. So we had it was a good rope. It's over 11 and a half, and then the other one's 7. So
Yeah.
And he's got 1 5/16 spurs on him. So
Damn. So
That's
with a
definitely my
double bearded
best
bird, you add that up, right? You add
Yeah.
that.
It's like 18.
So if I would have
19.
just had my Hoyt, there,
Nobody
I'd
could
have
catch that.
chain.
No.
You have to shoot a triple bearded one.
Yeah. It was electric.
Like 11 and 7. That's nuts.
Yeah.
It was
Mine was like, what, 10 and a half?
yeah, hers
and,
is 10 and a half.
That's
And
still
hers
great.
actually
That's still a big bird.
yeah,
and 1 and a
big, thick
quarter.
bird.
Oh yeah. Rachel
I
was
think-
also a giant.
I think combined, that's also my best bird. Like, I think I've had a beard that long, but I don't think I've had spurs. A beard and spurs.
You guys should do a double mount.
See,
Dude, I said that as soon as I
Look,
got
we
off the
just
phone.
bought a Grizzly
expensive.
box blinder.
I know.
Let's
It's
just-
an expensive trip.
Next year we'll
How
do
many
it.
times you
Throw
gonna
in the
shoot an
freezer.
11 and a 7-inch beard on a bird?
You
Yeah,
can hang
yours will probably be almost impossible to beat.
Yeah.
You can hang them
No.
in the box blind.
Oh, I like that.
buy 2 box blinds.
You put them on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One giant
It
turkey.
was just fun. It was
Yeah.
fun.
Look how great those photos are too. Great job, Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's
killed
killing
it.
it.
I love that perfect turkey log that's just sitting there.
I know.
Todd put it there.
Rachel scoped that thing out, and she was like, "Look at that! Look at that log. We should do my log turkey picture." And I was like, "All right." And then she puts it on there. I was like, "Wow, what a beautiful log."
What a beautiful log.
What a smart bitch.
great log. Is the video on here?
Thanks.
No, it's on my computer, but I could get it.
Compliment.
Yeah. We just
That
went out
picture's
front.
sweet.
By the way, we need to take more animal photos out front of the studio.
And you need something to hang animals with out there.
A deer hook out front would be sick. We had to figure that out. Eric,
Look how happy Jordan is.
On the side.
I've already got it in my head playing.
We're on the front of the back. Some guy just like, he was driving by in his truck and he saw us and he turned around and came back and he's like, oh, I gotta check out those birds. Like, it's so funny.
There's a bird.
Yeah.
that's right where I killed my bird.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
It was.
Thank
fun.
you. Yeah, it was a lot of
Great
fun.
job.
It was for sure. I think it might be my favorite turkey hunting experience
Awesome.
ever.
Photo's good.
Jeez.
That's a great photo.
Yeah, it is.
The Hoyt
Yep.
bipod stand.
The ghost sticks.
Yep.
Yeah, the ghost.
The greatest things ever.
Yeah.
This is the bird Andy and I watched fucking strut out there at 1,000,000 miles away forever.
Douche.
Yeah, he's a major douche.
You thought there was a fence.
He'll get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, great photo.
I got no pictures in there yet.
Congrats, guys. What a day of
Until
turkey
tomorrow.
hunting.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'm glad it all
Weekend.
came together at the end of the
Yeah.
middle of the map spring camp. We got to get Devin out here to get this experience. And we could have Devin apply for a different county.
Yeah.
I don't know how that all works. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that
Well-
later. But
Yeah. We couldn't get tags for our lease. That's why we were hunting your farm.
I did find a nice shed antler right by Dev's stand though.
too bad he didn't find it.
I took a
If he
picture
was here,
where
he
you
would've
could see his stand in the background. Sent it to him.
Jordan's gun does
be
look
here.
pretty sick in that photo.
This is badass gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sweet gun when you hit them.
It worked pretty well for me.
Yeah, Andy's 1 for 1.
That's such a good photo. You guys have to blow that up on like a canvas
Yeah.
or something.
Oh yeah.
That's canvas worthy.
Oh yeah.
Her bird looks bigger there.
It does look
I
bigger.
know, I
there.
love that.
The
But
fan
it's
looks
not.
a little.
You can look however it wants.
I
It's
just know
not.
how to pose my bird better.
I can see that second beard hanging down.
Look at that.
It's
I can see
thin,
it.
but I can see it.
I see it.
Oh yeah, you see it.
The fan's just a little more intact on Rachel's.
Mine was more dominant.
Yeah, for sure.
Lived a rougher life.
Yeah.
It's seen some shit.
Came from Oblock.
He's a hood.
Oh, boy.
It's seen some shit. But right there, yours looks better.
Yeah.
Maybe frame that one.
All right.
Yeah, Andy.
I like that.
Remember, piss
Bird
whip your
tank looks
shotguns
good,
across
too.
the field. And sight them back in.
Set it back. Throw your gun when you're mad.
Yep.
I think we need to get a bunch of photos printed for this the bedroom middle of the map camp. We need a sign, or I'm fine with doing a wall somewhere. You know, like get some pictures going. I'm fine with a bragging board.
I did that at home.
It's kind of fun,
I
right?
got that behind my bar, yeah.
Would you do like a cork board?
No, I just stuck them to the drywall.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
love that. Yeah, we got to do like a bragging board thing.
Yeah.
We got the digital photo
Like,
frame, which is good.
Jordan suggested the digital photo frame, but like play that video
Underneath the mounts.
underneath the mounts, like in slow mo.
You could do it.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
You're expensive.
We have one of those.
It's so cool.
We have a couple of those Frameo,
Yeah.
like
That's
Walmart
what we
brand.
have,
And the app's great, and
Yeah.
they work fine. And
Great price.
I'll have to upload those. I can upload those right now to the photo frame.
Well, I think turkey camps definitely got to become a thing.
Yeah.
It's too much fun,
It's
and
so
it's too
fun.
easy to do it together.
It's fun.
Yeah,
Because
well,
of-
you get to hunt with your. I mean, like sometimes archery hunting, deer and stuff can be lonely by yourself. You're not going with your friends. Where turkey hunting, usually you can have a buddy or
Multiple
I don't know,
buddies.
multiple people, and be a good time.
That's true.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's serious, but it's not as serious. If you fuck up on a turkey, it's like,
True.
we'll go find another.
You get pissed, but
There's not another. Jordan gets really. I know you get really mad about that, Jordan. But
Yeah.
a lot turkey
If you
purists.
would have missed that bird with my gun, I would have thrown the gun for you.
Okay.
let me see it.
Give me
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
Turkey purists hate when whitetail hunters downplay their birds. But let's talk some honest truths real quick.
All right. Honest.
Okay, I have a take after your take.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm not saying I'm right. Here's my theory. Like NWTF show, the trade show, and all that stuff. It's so. First of all, I'll give some credit here before I sound controversial. And I don't believe 100% what I'm gonna say because it's just a theory.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my strong opinion. I don't go to bed like, yes, that's the thought, and that's what it is. Turkey memorabilia, turkey paintings, turkey art, turkey collectibles seem like they have a little more fun and nostalgia to them than whitetail art does. Sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Like,
Most of the time.
I appreciate the crave to get a cool turkey vest. I appreciate a good Budweiser beer sign with a turkey painting on it. I appreciate Dustin Titilio like artwork with a turkey on it. Like we have the book The Roost. Turkeys are they're aesthetically pleasing. They're collectible.
Like strutting
They're
turkey looks
nostalgia. Kind of I don't know what it is about them, but they're art. They're living art, and it's easy to appreciate turkey art and collectibles. I like that part of it. Like I like the NWTF stamps that you see. That's fun, and I think people appreciate that for what it is. Whitetails don't necessarily have the same nostalgia around their art. Now everybody's got a whitetail print or whatever, but does that make sense a little bit? Maybe I'm off.
No.
But I think generally we kind of all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I believe the NWTF show is as popular as it is because anyone can go kill a turkey, and a tom is a tom. And if you kill a giant tom, more times than not, now you can kill a giant tom by hunting a long time. Like example, you're a big bird. Like you didn't know that bird was there and target that bird. It's cool you got him. And I think we all agree, like if you kill the big bird, it's awesome. Like Austin, I'm not going to pass a tom on my decoy. It's a tom. It's a mature bird. But if he has 4 beards and 2-inch spurs, that's just like, fuck, that's the bird that came in and that's the one I shot. Badass.
Luckily, he came in. Yeah.
Personal best bird, awesome. That's my claim. But if he was an inch spurs and a 7-inch beard, you still shoot the bird and you're like, yeah, I got an awesome bird.
He gonna get it.
He gonna get it. Killing giant deer is pretty fucking hard with a bow. And there's a big difference between killing a deer with a bow and killing a deer with a gun, especially in the Midwest and eastern states. It's not the same as killing, like a lot of bow hunters will just kill birds with guns. It's just, they're kind of made for it unless you're Austin. And that's what makes Austin exceptional. Kind of agree with that there a little bit. If big giant deer were as, and I say easy with an asterisk because they're not always easy, but you can kind of be like, if we have the decoy out, you might have a bird on it because birds still do have bird brains.
Yep.
Even though we like to apply logic to them. If 170-inch whitetail were as common as killing like any tom, deer hunting conventions would be as big as that NWTF show. Because like a turkey is all inclusive. It doesn't discriminate. If you put decoys out and you wear camouflage and you're still or you have a blind, if there's birds there, you can kill a turkey.
Yeah.
And that's just at a base bread and butter level is what it is. That doesn't lessen how excited we get and how we've done a 2-hour podcast and we're pumped and high five and we love it and it's memories we cherish forever. It doesn't take away from that, but the facts are what it is. It's less interesting than deer for most people, not all people, but it's easier than deer hunting with a bow. Generally.
Yeah. It's easier to be.
I wouldn't say generally, just say by far it's easier.
But I think we've all
by far
fallen more in love with it. Like maybe not everybody.
No, I have for sure.
Well,
Eric has the
I was looking
least.
at Eric, but like there's something like
He's trying.
special and magical about interacting with them, about hearing the gobbles,
Yep.
about the anticipation of like them
Feeling the
waking up in the
gobble.
morning. You feel it, yeah, and like they're the most beautiful things when it's not raining.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
they
Yeah,
are.
when they're not
And,
wet.
and I think like it's a great way to get kids into hunting. Like
Perfect
it's
way.
fun for them. Like we're heading home tomorrow so we could take our niece hunting because she enjoys it a lot more. She's not quite like really into the deer hunting because it can be boring.
Well, deer hunting requires your whole day
Yeah.
of silence. You're
Yeah.
not calling like you are for a turkey.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't sound negative in
No.
any facet.
No, but I think so. I think there's a lot of really special things about turkey hunting, but I think your point is we're not going out and targeting like a specific turkey. We're just like shooting mature birds, and it's kind of luck that you got a double beard with big hooks.
Wow.
You know, and it's
I wouldn't say it's lucky.
Well, I'm just saying.
Hey,
No. Like,
What a bitch.
well, it's
I wouldn't
luck
say
that like they switch spots, or I would have shot that. You know, and I don't
Yeah,
care,
yeah.
but nobody cares.
I already said the same thing you just
Andy
said.
waited.
But nobody cares.
You don't
Like,
care?
Nobody cares.
You don't care?
No.
At all?
Yeah,
No.
she
Not even
cares.
a little
No,
bit?
a little bit. She cares.
I'm pumped.
Mine's bigger. It's fine.
Why'd you bring it up?
Nobody cares.
No, totally. I already said the same thing you're saying,
It's
kind of.
luck.
Just different. Yeah, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
what makes it so special too is like we come out of a winter, everything's
Yeah.
dead, there's no color to anything, and now you're turkey hunting, and now everything's just growing back out again. Everything's getting green, flowers coming out, like you just feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like who
The
cares?
air's fresh.
If I get a bird, it's like I'm just pumped. I'm
Yeah.
just in a good fucking
Yeah.
mood to begin with, and it's like
Yeah, it's a great. At the same time, I've told a lot of people this: the turkey hunting up close experience, that when you can shoot a bird and have them work and all that stuff, is an experience that's under the nose of everybody in really the United States. You know, we live in the Midwest; that's where we focus our thoughts. It's an experience that's so incredible, and it's under the nose of anybody that wants to go find it. And there's so many people that don't fucking even know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Deer hunting's hard. It's cold. It's not for everybody. It's a little more expensive, blah, blah, blah. Turkey hunting is a great entry level thing.
Very.
And it provides such, you hear a turkey drum, and you feel it in your body for the first time.
Yeah.
That's an experience a lot of people don't even know that exists. They think farm turkeys are the weak gobbles and the, you know, you hear that and you're like, that's a fucking gay ass white turkey. That thing sucks. You know, you're in the woods. You're in the woods. They're gonna draw, and you hear that turkey bow, and you feel the bass in your body. You're like, and then you start analyzing. You start applying logic to the turkey that doesn't have logic, and then you get excited. That's what's fun. Like, Jordan and I said, man, that turkey's got a real bassy gobble. Oh yeah, that's the turkey we're gonna go.
Yeah, that's
after.
the
It's
one
like-
you want.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it's
When you
probably the
start
same
picking out
fucking-
gobbles, you're in too deep.
It's made up a
That's
little
the
bit
boss.
though.
Yeah, you don't think that's the boss.
But a little bit it's made up.
Yeah.
Like it sounds that way to us right now.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll come in another day. It might be a whole other bird. Like that's that bassy gobble bird that was
Yeah,
in here. when
that's
we were
the boss.
real loud.
The boss is
Had that
back.
real strong gobbles. You don't fucking know, but that's what makes it fun.
Okay, so do you think it would be harder to target a turkey and kill it than target a deer and kill it?
No.
Target one turkey.
Yeah.
You don't think it'd be
I
harder?
like that argument.
Because I think it is. I think it'd be way harder.
Okay, so let's use this example.
They have a tiny brain.
Cartel Custom Calls has on their series
Yeah.
Bangland when they're targeting bling, they're targeting banded birds.
Great videos. You should watch them.
Some of the best turkey videos, hands down. Cartel Custom.
If you like to
Calls.
see just turkeys,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I get what you're saying, and I think it would be hard just in like because you can't. There's nothing from a distance to target them from.
I like that. So if you could hear a difference in a gobble or see something physically different on them, I think odds-wise it would be easier to kill the turkey.
Yeah.
Now, if they sound like every other bird, then it might be easier to kill the whitetail that looks different.
Right. I think the hard thing, and I might be wrong on this. Please call out my holes in my theory here. because I'm kind of just spitballing. A deer, you can apply some logic to.
Yeah, and that's why I think I think it'd be almost easier if you picked out one turkey.
Yes, but
because it had no logic.
You can hunt deer for 3 months, and you apply logic to that deer for 3 months and never kill them. And then you try to apply the logic to where you're going to find his sheds and never find them. And then you get on them again. You have the chance to hunt them for 3 months and never kill them. Turkey seasons, like here in Illinois, you might have, I have 5 days to target a bird, and you can do it. Or you think you targeted the bird and you kill a bird that looks just like the other bird. You're like, I got him. And it turns out there's just 2 birds that look exactly alike because you don't know if it's 9-inch beard or 10-inch beard, and if he's inch spurs or 1.25 spurs.
But if he's obvious, like say he's a albino turkey.
Say he has bling.
Yeah.
Or that's what I'm saying. If there's something that sets him apart.
I think you'd have a harder time getting on one specific turkey than getting on one deer.
One specific turkey in 5 days or one deer over 3 months?
Or do you get 30 days? You get a full turkey season on the.
Well, if you have a landowner tag, it'd be the only.
Well, if I got 30 days, I'm going after the turkey.
Well, I don't know how it works. You think your odds are better on the turkey?
Yeah.
I do too.
Agreed. I think it's easier to kill the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying your odds are better to kill the turkey.
No, he was saying the opposite.
I think because listen, you go out. How many 1-year-old or 2-year-old bucks do you see when you go hunting? You might see a lot.
A lot, yeah.
And how many can you kill? You probably kill a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But if you go out turkey hunting, you see a 2-year-old bird, you're waxing it.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jordan. How many times have you personally targeted one bird and put this theory to test?
I've never done it.
Because it's so hard to find a bird that's worth targeting. That's what puts the cartel guys on the next level. Like Bling, those guys did it back-to-back days. That's insane. And it makes it more. I think I would enjoy that type of turkey hunting if the time allotted for it in our state.
If I ever get like a color phase bird or something like that, I'm all in. And you see guys doing it. I've already seen multiple birds this season. You know, you get that smoke phase or like a tan color. It's like, man, I'm all in if I ever get one of those. But until that day, if he's got a 9-inch beard and he's on my decoy.
No, I agree.
I get what you're saying, Jordan, because it's tough. Like, I think, though, like, I don't want to say it's easier than you think. I don't think it would be as hard as soon as you honed in, but obviously you can't like go about it like a whitetail.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to hone in that easy. I think
where are the birds?
You get close.
Where's he roosted? Just get close. And I'm not saying you can. Yeah. There's a lot of variance in all hunting.
True.
And I love the argument. It's an argument with no answer.
Yeah, no. Because
I think it'd be harder to. You'd have to hunt like you hunt turkeys and have the luck of him coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Versus like a deer, you're making strategic plans and strategy to pull it off. Whereas like you can only apply X amount of strategy and general instances to a bird.
Yeah, but if he's on your property somewhere, you could move in on him more than you could a deer.
That's true. Well, and that's the thing. Yeah. Like if you see a turkey that night, he's gonna roost there.
Like a smoke colored one, like
he's gonna stay there till the morning. If you see that deer on your property, he might get up in the middle of the night and move.
Well, deer don't gobble at you and tell you where he's at.
Yeah. Right.
Or
imagine
even
if deer
like
did gobble.
Your best deer calling day, I don't think it could top a good turkey calling day, because if a turkey's receptive to a call, I really think if you put me within the bubble, and I hate sounding cocky like this, like give me 2 days and I'll have you dead. But if I was going to hunt 160 or 70-inch deer and I had the best calling days where he was going on rattling and grunting, I wouldn't feel as confident that I'd go in there and kill that deer. But I'd tell you right now, I'd go in there and kill that turkey.
Well, imagine this.
I'm sorry.
You think you could do 2 days?
Imagine this. Let me make this point quick.
Yeah,
I break this down.
I'm sorry.
Imagine walking into your spot, 30 minutes before daylight, and you're going to hunt your 100. So let's make this extreme. Let's call like a smoke phase or all white wild turkey be like the 200-inch of whitetails and a 200-inch whitetail. Imagine going into the pinch point November 5th, and you're going in, and your whitetail goes, I'm over here. I'm in bed. I'm going to get up here in a minute. Just sit near this pinch. And you go, fuck, he's over there.
He bugles like an elk.
Yeah, he bugles like an elk. And you go, well, fuck, I'm going to go to the pinch point stand because I know he's not over near the draw stand that I was going to go to because I can hear him I'm over here. Like, you know what I mean?
But
I'm just really
how do you
tired
know?
right
How do you
now.
know it's that turkey?
Well, you start there.
Yeah.
So
If
a
you
turkey
get-
is
you
on
see
the
it
roost.
roost.
A turkey doesn't know he's smoke phase. Like, I'm going to not gobble because I'm smoke
Yeah,
phase.
but there's 10 other turkeys gobbling.
Okay, so let me paint this. You have a month. Say you have a month.
Okay, we'll do a month.
You pull into this draw. Bow. You're a gobble. All right, I'm going to go over there and try it. No smoke phase. Okay, tomorrow morning, I know where the other birds roost. You go in. Bow. Get in. Okay, no smoke phase. All right, I know that there might be another property over here with another roost. Bow. All right, I'm going to go in here. Oh, there's a smoke phase. I'm not saying it's easier, but what I'm saying, a turkey will give up its location to its
Yeah, for
predator.
sure.
Versus a deer's not going to do that. And a deer bed's anywhere. You know, you don't have to go, those are
true.
good bed trees for that whitetail.
Yeah.
You
and,
know,
like, that's the
Bed trees.
Well, they're less susceptible. I think
doe bedding.
I think turkey are less susceptible to pressure, especially if you're doing limited to no calling.
They're bird brain.
So, like, if you out of a month and you want to kill one bird, I would take Austin's strategy of really don't do any calling, sit all day, and you see where they're roosting, where they're flying down to. And you're never gonna, if you don't move, you're never.
Me and Doug are gonna go kill
If you
that
don't
on
move
second
and you
day.
don't call, you're never gonna spook them.
month?
So
Yeah,
you can hunt the same spot every fucking day.
Yeah, you're not bumping them with scent.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, that's another factor. Deer smell you, birds don't. That right there is case closed.
But
Case
I love your
closed,
argument.
Jordan.
I think, well, turkey could see you way better than a deer.
Don't move.
Okay, stay in your blind. All right.
No blind.
In the comments on
Not on my
Spotify
Vertec
and
camo,
socials when
he's
this
not.
launches, Jordan will give you his chain.
No. I don't. I just think.
Comment
I think
in
you're
the-
underestimating how hard it would be to kill one specific turkey.
Okay, comment in the comments.
One specific one.
Who, if deer is harder or turkeys are harder
I don't
to
think.
target?
I don't think turkeys are harder, but I think you're underestimating.
I love the argument. I love it. I don't think
Yeah.
that you're wrong, and I don't think that I'm right 100%. I think it's
prove you
great
wrong.
conversation.
Okay, no, you can't say that.
Me and
You
Doug,
can't say
2
that
days.
I'm dying on this hill
Find me a bird.
because
No. Neither one of us are dying on this hill. This is fun
Yeah.
conversation. That's all it is, and it's fun to think about, and that's why I want to hear what the listener thinks. In a whole, what's easier to target, specific turkeys or specific whitetails?
Pacific. Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
Deer smell and don't tell you where they're at. Turkeys don't smell and tell you where they're at.
And a turkey gets lonely every day after its hen goes to a nest. Like,
Yeah, but so
he's
did
looking for
10 other
someone.
turkeys.
Here's me and Annie talking
Okay,
dirty to him.
we'll
Get a loophole
Doug and I are going
spotter.
to weed through those other 9 till we kill
Yeah.
the 10th one.
Oh,
We'll call
no,
those other
not
9
that
in, then
one.
the 10th
Fuck
one's dead.
off.
Yep.
Well, Andy
We'll
and
just
Doug are
wait till
getting
the
mad.
green ones, yeah.
They're mad at you. I'm not mad.
We're
I love
mad.
the
No.
conversation.
No.
They're mad at you, Jordan.
I don't know.
We're not mad at you.
You guys should
Okay.
argue.
saying.
If Doug kills the one bird he's been trying to hunt all season this year,
I'll do it right.
if he does
morning.
it tomorrow morning when I'm with him, I'll give up my whole argument.
And your chain.
that's
No,
me-
I don't want you to. I like that you're
Yeah.
standing your ground on the argument.
And your chain's coming over to Doug.
I don't think.
I hope
I don't
so.
think Doug's bird's beating
Scotty,
mine,
you've been
though.
awfully quiet. What do you think, brother?
Shut your mouth.
I don't really
You
care.
don't say that.
What is beating him?
You don't say that.
You have to care for right now. Give us some input. We're entertaining
I
right
think
now.
one specific bird out of an entire flock would be hard to pick out if you didn't have anything setting them aside.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like,
But then
yeah,
why would you?
fucking turkeys.
But then why would you pick
target
that?
it?
Yeah,
Why
why would you
would you
pick out
target it
that
then?
one?
I'm
Would
saying
it?
if
So
it
it's-
has,
let's
it
just
has
say
to
for
be something
argument, he's
special.
green, you know?
Yeah, it has to
Austin-
be something special.
Yeah, he's a green
Make
turkey.
a
The
case.
rest of them are normal, you know?
Oh, if it was a green turkey, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
Yeah,
You're
what
going
would
to
be
try to kill
easier?
the green turkey.
I don't know.
That'd be
Probably the
sick.
turkey.
Austin, make a case.
I think turkey would be easy.
Give us
Yeah.
a strong opinion, Austin.
If I've got a smoke phase turkey on my farm and a 180-inch whitetail on my farm, that smoke phase is in trouble.
Before the 180.
He's in trouble.
Just because the season comes in earlier.
No, I'm just saying if I get 30 days with that bird or I get 3 months with that deer, the odds are going to be that I'm going to kill that bird before I kill that deer.
All right, I got one more argument.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so say the roles were reversed.
Yeah, we're about out of time here. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
You only like if roles were
the
reversed.
chain
Turkey hunting, you only pick out one turkey every year, just like we do for deer. But deer hunting, first 2-year-old that comes in is getting waxed. Then what's easier?
But that's
Well,
different.
that's
Your
not
argument-
life. That's not real life.
Yeah, but that is an argument because then
No, it's a you problem. Because your argument,
Yeah, brother.
Your
That's on you.
argument is that people don't pass birds and people do pass deer. That's not
That's not
anything
the
to
point.
do with how hard it is to kill them. If you are passing birds, I think you have a better chance to kill the bird you're targeting.
Yeah, just like deer.
Right. But deer are harder.
Yes, and I don't disagree with that.
You'd miss anyway. We're out of here.
Damn, the silent killer, Aaron's back. The argument's fun, but I think if I had to stand on a hill and die on it,
I would pick the deer hill.
The turkey,
But I just like to argue about it.
No, let's be okay. The turkey will be easier to kill if you got a month's time versus 3 months time on a deer.
Yes.
I would say the turkey would die before the deer would die.
I think I agree, but I think it's harder than people think.
It's a great conversation.
Oh, it is.
Targeting any animal, I don't care if you're hunting fucking whatever it is. Squirrels would probably be really hard to target, but it's a fun conversation, and I think it's something worthy of. I think there's a lot of turkey enthusiasts that'd be like, "Oh, fucking!" It's like, well, brother, I could probably say some things too, and it's fine. I get it.
It's fine. Fuck you.
Turkeys are for the boys. Turkeys are for the camp. Turkeys are fun. They're social hunting animal.
Mm-hmm.
My girl.
And the bitches.
Yeah, and the bitches.
With all due respect.
And if you're going after one turkey, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
You're a fucking loser.
We're not doing that.
You're a fucking loser. Get some pussy, dude. Wake up and go hunt deer.
Yeah. I'm just saying, when you post it online, no one's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
If it's albino people.
That Skylar Bradley dude that does the funny skits killed a fucking white bird.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
You know the dude who makes the funny. He always wears a deer costume.
Oh, he makes all the funny stuff.
He killed like a badass bird.
Yeah.
Like a really cool.
That's sick.
That's worth passing birds for. You got you got to pass them up.
Yeah.
Catch you that way, don't pass it up.
I think it's fun. Great conversation. Hunt of a lifetime. Turkey hunt of a lifetime.
Yeah, and I will
That's
say,
awesome.
Jordan, I love how enthusiastic you are about turkeys, and I had a great, our first time hunting together today. I knew we were going to kill a bird, and damn it, we did. And
I mean, all the signs led to we were going to kill a bird.
Yep.
We added it all up.
Yep.
We knew it was going to happen.
What were the signs?
It was just, okay.
You really want to know?
Four-leaf
All right,
clover.
okay, go.
I found four-leaf clovers.
Yep. Rach found the four-leaf clovers in, what was it, last fall? Rach for, I think it was my birthday. She got me one of the Kickapoo Creek knives.
Okay,
I got number 6, okay? That was my number 6 out of 50 or something that you made. And then when I got the Cartel custom glass call this year, I got number 6 out of 50.
And guess what number?
Jordan had 5 notches on his gun, and I said, I think I'd be the guy to put number 6 in that tomorrow.
666.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's probably
turkey.
The fucking ghost in the studio loves that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out the Ouija board.
You killed the devil.
Anyway.
Yeah. So that
You're
was
welcome.
that was the last one.
Hey, thank you.
Okay.
No,
Congratulations. What a
Thank you.
Thank you for going with us.
Wow,
Thank
what a
you.
Thank you for letting me come. It was the best day of my life.
We had a really good time.
Honestly, the pictures and the video, that's really special to have.
Yep.
So
We really do thank
Look
you
at this
for
one
that.
up on the TV.
That's
Making memories at the
That's
middle of the
me and
back
Eric
hunt
tomorrow,
camp.
and Jordan.
Andy even bought me a slice of Casey's Pizza and a Monster after
I
we were
did.
done.
Yeah.
Wow, what a gentleman.
What a guy.
it was a great day. Casey's Pizza.
He spent $6.
Who's coming with me to kill a bird in the morning? I got one more tag. I might shotgun the fuck out of one in the morning if we get one.
Hey.
Now that the birds are finally back on the farm.
Yeah, after Scotty.
Scotty and Andy spooked them all off.
Sorry, I got drunk.
Tomorrow morning's going to be
No, you're not.
Don't apologize.
You're not, though.
For an hour.
Doug, right now, we doubling up tomorrow?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Wow.
Unless one's bigger than I'm cutting the strings.
You can't.
I thought you were scaring the bird, you told me.
You got to film.
No, you're scaring Eric's bird.
I just can't have Eric beat me. If Doug beats me, it's all right.
Yeah.
Eric cannot beat me.
I got to be honest, Jordan. Even though Austin outperformed, I feel like
Austin for sure outperformed.
yeah, but I feel like you're gonna appreciate that chain a little more than the rest of the crew.
He'll never take it off.
Nope. I wasn't gonna wear it, but Kurt told me to put it on.
No,
I'm not
hey,
that guy.
it's yours right now. Listen,
I just got to flex on him this weekend when he comes over. I'll put the real chain on.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
The Spurs.
That chain is pretty sick. It's way cooler than this one.
But we're starting to
It's a little cooler.
It is a little cooler.
Hey, the belts are officially engraved, and if that's yours at the end of the season, Jordan, we'll get it. We'll get it etched on the back.
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's fun. It's community. It's a good time. Shit talking to your friends is fun.
I'm just glad I have it for a little bit.
Hey.
And hopefully for the rest.
You think I'm going to beat Austin or Ross another deer season? You got your goddamn mind. It's a tough fucking gig to do.
But you did it.
I did it once, and I'll never let you guys forget it.
You can't. You got to hold on to that.
One of the best weeks of my life because it was middle of the map hunt camp, and everybody was in here, and just it was special. And goddamn, did we drink some Kill Bottle whiskey?
Yeah, oh boy, yeah,
we did. We drank a lot this week too. I drink it every podcast night. Really, I consume the brand.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Okay. This was a lot of fun. Cheers, guys. What a fun
Cheers,
fun
Cheers
time.
everybody out there turkey hunting. Good luck.
Cheers, everybody else. Yeah, we're getting rolling here. It goes for a little while across the country, so whatever state you're in. So.
Hey, pretty much 6 months from now, we'll be back
Yeah.
deer hunting.
You'll be back for the shoot June 21st.
Well, okay.
Man, time
Like
flies.
camp, you know?
Yeah,
Camp.
Shoot's fun. Everybody should go to the shoot. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have some shoot updates soon here. Doug, closing thoughts. You look fantastic, by the way.
Congratulations, everybody, on their turkeys. Thank you. I'm hoping to join that group here soon.
You'll be there
tomorrow morning.
And good luck to everyone else out there still turkey hunting. Don't target one bird.
Andy?
It's dumb.
That is dumb.
Again,
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't listen to
Not
Jordan.
advice.
Now, again, I just closed and saying, hey, Jordan, thanks for going hunting with us this morning. Your passion for turkeys is inspiration to me. I mean, it created another job. I mean, like, I like turkey hunting, but I don't love it like you love it. Like, it's bad to say, like Kurt was talking about, how you appreciate birds and stuff like that. Like, yes, I did shoot the biggest bird of my life today. It was great for a whole day, and I'll probably live it up for, a couple days. It'll be great.
I think I'll live it up for the rest of my life.
All right, and that's great. I hope you do. But it'll never compare to deer for me.
No,
And
I'm not
that's
saying-
okay. You're excited for a day or two
It's
about
just my
turkeys.
thing.
Don't get him amped up.
It's just,
He's
Yeah.
speaking his piece.
Calm down. Let him talk.
Yeah. I know. He gets so mad.
Cherish it forever.
Deer just cooler. That's just my opinion.
start biting the mic.
By the way,
Yep.
I just
Bite your
realized
chain.
if you take that chain home at the end of the year, that thing's dated 2025, so we're going to make new chains every year.
Oh no!
Well, you get to keep you
Oh, you get to keep it forever.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's cool then.
That's actually way cooler.
Yeah, it's way cooler.
Versus my poor belts will get taken away from me.
At the end of the year, we just throw it away for the new one to come in.
We take it when you're not at work and throw it away. Cram it on the garbage disposal. Rachel, bitch.
Yeah.
I wanted to rub that in for everyone listening that got offended when I called you bitch.
It's bitty bitch, actually.
People, all right, and people don't realize a lot of people actually got offended as I break my mic stand. Rachel's like my big sister.
Yeah.
And so if I want to call her a bitch, I'm allowed to. And it's with endearment and love.
We're family.
You guys are the aunt and uncle to my children.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Perfect.
Yeah.
They have another Aunt Carrie too, but you guys are the other long lost aunt. That's why you have to move here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Tell them, Scotty.
Tell me your plan.
Can't try it. I don't really remember much of Saturday night talking, but I know I made some good points.
It's a really good sales pitch. Actually, yeah, it was a really good sales pitch. I feel like you got me emotional in it. You're like, we're a family. You're a chosen family.
Chosen thing.
As I'm
Damn,
throwing
Scotty.
darts.
You should be a real estate agent.
Yeah, it was good.
Don't you
It was
love
good.
me?
You're handpicked.
You got to move here.
I know. We're working on it.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. I love camp. It's been a blast. Thanks for taking me out with the kids. It was so much fun. Thanks for filming. That's going to be a really special memory to have. And thanks to the landowner for the permission.
Yeah. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Scotty.
Congrats, guys.
Thanks.
It was
Thanks.
fun sharing the woods with you guys for a couple days.
Day and a
Hours.
half.
Yeah, hours. But yeah.
Felt like days.
Still fun.
And I
Yeah,
guess
it was,
now you got to share the woods
Would
with
have been
us.
longer if you woke up.
No, it's always fun. I love when you guys come in town. So congrats again though.
Thanks.
It's badass.
Oh my God, everybody's looking at me.
Austin, you're up. The Lord.
Oh man, it's been a fun season so far. We got the big Turkey Palooza coming in this weekend. We're gonna have even more fun. So, and then after that, we got a bunch of guys with fifth season tags coming in. So
Yeah, Josh and he'll be here, but we're hunting, trying to get a few more birds, and it's fun. I got a fifth season tag in another county with you, and then Josh and Jordan have a fifth season tags in another. So we gotta be on the ball.
yeah, we got a lot of birds to kill yet, but
on film.
Had a hell of a start so far. It's been fun.
Yeah, It's been awesome.
Yeah, you just decided to get yours out of the way already.
Yeah, congrats, dude. That's what you did that's special
badass.
turkey hunting
Thank
skills,
you.
brother.
Well,
So congrats.
I got really lucky, and it seemed to work out, but it's not going to happen like that every year, so I'm going to take it.
Yeah, right. You can take it when it's good.
Yep.
Jordan, couple things. Say your piece, but then do we want to throw some rough estimates on some project launches?
Yep.
We're starting to get our thoughts are starting to think a little forward here now.
Yep.
Getting through turkey season.
It's going to be, I think, June 20th is the first episode of Unhinged.
The WCB Unhinged bow hunting series. And
What?
so there'll be our video series launching. YouTube primarily, but we'll see where else.
And then we'll do like all the Africa stuff. And then we'll probably wait until September for the whitetail stuff, just when everyone's getting all amped up about it.
But it'll fall in like once our Africa episodes launch, and then as
Yeah.
it leads in, it'll probably it'll make sense.
Yep. Yep, that's what it is.
It's exciting.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a lot of work, and we'll learn. We'll find our groove.
Yeah, first season might not be the greatest, but
I think you get 2 episodes in, you'll figure out how we need to.
Mhm.
How we need to.
Or what if it is?
it might be the greatest. Who knows?
Either way, we're just gonna have fun with it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kurt did
Should
kill
be
a
fun to
200-inch
watch.
deer.
Should be pretty funny. I think. I mean, today's hunt was
entertaining.
I'd laugh if I watched it.
Oh boy, that's not good.
The goal is to make them entertaining,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
drawn out. So even if in my opinion, even if an episode's 6 minutes long, as long as we get to the business and entertain you, it's fun.
Yeah.
But if it's 30
Yeah.
minutes long and entertaining, then that's what it is.
Might not have an elaborate story every,
No.
but doesn't need it.
No.
It's how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is.
Cool.
But thank you guys for letting me come with you. It actually was probably, I'm not kidding, one of the best days of my life.
We'll
It
do it
was
again.
really fun.
I was so happy.
Yeah, I know. I could tell.
I know. I was so happy.
So
But-
excited. That's why you got
Yep.
pizza.
Yep. I earned some undercooked sausage pizza from Casey's.
Trichinosis from Casey's.
Well deserved.
Yeah. I got Casey's trichinosis. Fuck yeah.
But yeah, thanks guys. Congrats on the birds.
Thanks.
Should have got them mounted, but it's all right.
Next time.
Next time.
Old Barn Taxidermy, Fort
be
Madison,
bigger.
Iowa.
Fort Madison, Iowa.
Call 1-800. I don't know what their number is. Yeah, Old Barn.
All right, that's all I got. I'm done now.
Okay.
Eric?
Yeah. Congrats, everyone. Shooting turkeys, awesome. Having a killer season so far, and
Thanks, man.
hopefully we can join you guys here pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's always
Oh,
great. It's always great seeing you guys having you in camp. So
Hey, we would love to host any of you guys in Pennsylvania in our season, and it doesn't even start for another week and a half. So.
Short beard, short spurs. We got them.
we got them.
Oh, man. I like that. Ride the Harley out there, kill a bird, shove it in the saddlebag, and
That'd
ride
be
home.
awesome.
You fucking do.
Snood flapping in the wind.
Just shotgun on
Put
your
your
back.
like 360 cam on the handlebar so you get. Like,
Put it on my
yeah,
backpack. The
yeah.
fan's just like the whole way home.
Destroyed.
Just drying out this wet
Yeah.
bird. All right.
Wet, soggy bird.
Ton of fun.
Yeah.
You guys just need to move here.
Amen.
I love it.
Blame me.
The community we built in the hunting camp, it's pretty special. We have a lot of fun.
Yep.
And we hope you guys at home listening, first of all, thanks for putting up with us and our jokes. And we know we're harsh and everything, but it's all entertainment for you. And I don't even know why I like say that shit, but I feel like sometimes I need to have an explanation from just ridicule on the internet. But just think, every joke we make and point we make, we're not dying on it. Half the time we forget we fucking made them. So don't let it ruin your day if you disagree with it. Take it, be entertained or don't, and just enjoy what we're putting out for you, because a lot of stuff we're saying is for entertainment purposes, especially when we get on one, as the kids say. And we're doing it to entertain you and make you chuckle while you're doing a job that you probably don't want to do. We respect the situation a lot of you guys are in, have to do it. So just want to shout out to the listener. We can do this because of you guys. And we hope to see you guys at the shoot June 21st. We'll see you at Jurassic beginning of August. And then we'll see you at Illinois Deer and Beer Fest. Rachel and Andy will be at Jurassic with us.
Maybe.
Oh my
You
gosh.
guys should come to Illinois
You
Deer and
will?
Beer Fest too.
We're supposed to if we can ever find a hotel room.
Yeah, our hotel room got canceled.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So we figured out a place to
Fun.
stay.
Where at? In Jurassic?
Yeah.
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 The donk.
They
We were
canceled
going-
our hotel stay. Something with the
Yeah, they like shut half the hotel down and just refunded Kurt and I one night. We both got an email. It's like, oh, you're
What the hell?
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck turkey hunting. We love you. Be safe out there. You know what to do. Go shoot your bird or shotgun. Bird or bow or shotgun. Peace.